it is cool weather here, and they predict that it might even rain. So it's like, I think 19. So 19, so it's 20 times 2 is 40 plus 30 is 70. So it's about 68 here today. Fahrenheit. Anyway, so all is good. And thank you for those watching the replay. We're going to settle down and go and have a look at Facebook, what everybody is up to, and what you guys have been posting this week. And then we're going to settle down, and I've got my project and my drink and have some fun together. So let's have a shout out for the Square Squad, which is the members of this channel. Check them out. The links are in my description box. It's so nice to see you guys. And Sandrine has gone off to bed. But thank you, Sandrine, for leaving your thumbprint and saying hello. And yes, I hope you have a good sleep, hey? And Kaylin, good morning, my sweetheart. Good morning, afternoon, ocean, everyone in the chat. Yes, it's just half past noon by me. So great time. Hello to Sandrine and Jessica. Hello, my sweetheart. She's with Oma. So I'm glad you could tune in. Hello, hello, hello. So today I wanted to show you my progress. I will only be showing the Yarny Fiber Sister Scrappy Calendar Cow as a watch me crochet video as I do it. Because some people have asked me, is it a tutorial? And I'm like, no, it's not a tutorial. Hello, Margaret G. Good day, Ursula, and all in the chat. How are you doing? Oh, Margaret, it's early by you. You're looking beautiful in your color crochet top. In your crochet top, you know what? This I used to wear over my yellow dress, but now you can see I've got a long sleeve t-shirt on because it's the change of seasons. So it makes a good tunic. Ashley, M to the O to the B to the S. How are you doing, sweetie? Hope you're doing well. And Yana, who is now Flourish Evermore, go and check her out if you're not yet part of her family. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here for a little while, and I'm so glad you can be here for a little while. Anyway, so on the challengers, I showed you part of my blanket. I just love how it's coming out. Right? So I mean, there's no tutorial for this. I don't think it would be right if I would make a tutorial because I'm taking part in Jeannie and Veronica's scrappy calendar. Cal, and they have tutorials, but I do show you what I'm doing in my Watch Me Crochet videos. And I mean, if one is, there's white and there's white, that's 12 rows. Then I show 5 minutes of each row. Oh, so you girls, you're so clever, you can pick it up just like that, hey? Yes, this is my Granny Square summer top or something like that. I've got a tutorial there, but I find now I can wear it with a long sleeve t-shirt because it's, so that's how I want to wear it, you know, these things. It must be in between when it's really hot. This one's very nice for when it's really hot because the cotton I used is quite thin. But thank you nonetheless. Good morning, afternoon, Yana, aka Flourish Evermore. Hello, Margaret, says Kaylin. Hello, 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 hello. Good to see you. I've got Coca-Cola in my cup. Glass. So I will be filming the next month of this. I'm way ahead. But I'm so addicted to that. So I'll be filming that after this live stream and scheduling it for when it will come out, and then just moving on because that's lovely. But while I'm with you, I will be knitting today on my blanket that really must come to an end. I think today after the live stream, I mean, for 3 hours I can sit and knit here. I must measure it because I need to get to 1.7 meters, which is taller than Yana, I know. Yana, you're so funny. Yana is a shorty, cute little short person. You know, dynamite comes in small packages. Anyway, and Linda Simpson, iced coffee with coconut milk. Oh, wowee. In my glass, getting ready for work this morning. Oh, lovely. Hello, Linda. Linda says hello. Afternoon, Ursula, and all in the chat. Yes, yes, I know. Because when I met you, you just make it to my shoulder, and I know Jessica is. I'm 181, and Jessica is 173, and she's about here. But it feels like I'm eye level with her. So I know this blanket's going to be nearly as long as Jessica is tall. 1.7 and she's 173, and then I need to put the border around still, the moss stitch border, because it's just a plain knit blanket, right? Knit, 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 knit. 2 rows of scrap and 2 rows of solid. 2 rows of scrap, 2 rows of solid. So all I need to do now is, now I just want to race to the end and stop, and then pick up the crochet hook and just do a lovely border, the moss stitch border by Laura. That sounds yummy. Oh yes. Hello, Linda. Hello, Linda. Hello, Kaylin. Hello, Yana. Hello, Jessica. Yes, so that is it. We're gonna go over to Facebook. I'm gonna check out you guys. Hannah. Hello, my sweetheart. All the way from Austria. Guys, I nearly had, you know, like everything is fine 10 minutes before the live. Oops, no internet. I'm like, you're gonna be kidding me. There is no way this is gonna happen today. Restart the laptop, run to the modem, check it out. No, all is good. I'm like, thank you, Lord. I can't everything go right up to 10 minutes before the time and then nothing. Hello, all nice people in the chat. I can't believe it's 27 March. Friday is the last day of March. Wow, then we're into the month of Easter, hey? It's just amazing. Good morning, M to the O to the B to the S. You guys are amazing. Let's go over to Facebook and check out what amazing stuff you guys have been sharing. And look who we start with. Look who we start with. You're going to see. Oops, I always forget to take the comment away. But you see, it's Linda to the left, Linda to the right. She says, I will join you shortly, just going to grab a drink. Oh, rightio. Hello, Jane. How are you doing? There you go. I'm just trying to... there you go. So there you see Linda. Hello, crazy puppy lady. Hi, Ursula. Hi, everyone in the chat. Look at this girl. Sunday share. Morning. Here are some of my finished projects for March, says Linda Simpson Design. Look at you, girl. You are looking fabulous. Now this laptop is slow. So I'm just grateful it is. Never mind if it's slow. Everything was just lost. Come on, I did click. Yes, show us. Oh, look at that. Linda, that is gorgeous. Man, oh man. I love that. That is the Granny Square cardigan. And she's got it on. Oh, I hope you show that the sweater she was wearing underneath there. I love that, right? That sweater she's wearing underneath. It's got a whole lacy panel on top. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And look at you in your jacket. I can now see that you can donate that, but I can tell you on a fluffy friend, it's not going to sit like that or even fit. It'll be fitted. That's gorgeous background image, says Kaylin. Crazy puppy lady. I love that jumper, Linda. Kaylin says Linda's March podcast is jam-packed with beautiful FOs, whips, and future plans. Oh, man, I can't believe you. She is on the ball. Oh, wait a minute. There's a hat still. What? I mustn't miss out something. Look at that. Very good. So beautiful, Linda, says Jana. Flourish evermore. But now you guys can see the curtains, right? Because you know that she's working on this beautiful circular mandala blanket that was meant for this, I know, but now it's going to become her sister's gift. Hello, Faith. How are you doing, sweetie? Unique Amazing Stripes says, hi, everyone. We're checking out Linda's beautiful photographs, eh? She never ceases to amaze. And Kaylin, Sunday share, day 33 of the 100-day project. I made 6 container squares to add to my Ophelia Talk sampler blanket. That blanket, Kaylin, is coming on fantastic. I am so impressed. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I wonder if I can substitute the yarn here with the same colors, because I love your color scheme. Oh, it's gorgeous. Just look at that. Man, oh man. Container squares. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Kylan. That's beautiful. Oh, look at you, Josephine. Day 32, 4 merino nylon squares for the next project. I want to see this done. Oh, I'd love to see how that looks finished. Linda saying, thank you. Jana is saying those squares are so interesting, Kylan. Kylan says, thank you, Ursula. I'm using stash worsted weight yarn. So that's for us. Aran weight, is it? Aran weight is worsted weight. And look at this. Isn't that beautiful? That was a short. No, not a short. Yes, a reel. It's called a reel. I must get my things right. But that is the granny stitch, but oh so beautiful. Let's make a baby blanket with our mandala ombre yarn. So that is with TL Yarn Crafts. It's called the Daphne Afghan by TL Yarn Crafts. Oh wow. But I love the way it came out. Hello, Jess, Handmade Designs. How are you doing, sweetheart? Yana is saying, oh, there you go. And Judy. Hello, Judy. Sorry if I missed you, my sweetheart. Blessings, everyone. Happy crafting. I'm getting ready for work, says Jess. Thank you for coming in, sweetie. Thank you for the thummy. And I'm almost finished with my first pair of knitted socks. And we'll make granny squares with a leftover yarn, says Yana from Flourish Evermore. I absolutely love the design of this blanket. Okay, so let me move on. Now look at this. I was so impressed. I took a clip of her video and I had to share it. Kaylin says, thank you, Yana. Ophelia talks, and one of her moderators, Zoe, came up with a container squares. Oh, fantastic. Anytime, says Jess. Dawn, Yarn, Doll. Good morning, sweetie. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Hello, Jess. Hello, Judy, says Flourish Evermore, who is Yana. And Linda's also saying hello. Now look at this. Man, it's just a clip. And I just could not help. It just took my breath away. Look at that. She's doing a fashion, you know, plus size crochet, finished object of the day, something like that. Granny square tops, and this was done a few 7 months ago. But look at that, it's one color on the one side and another color on the other side. Can you see that, or is it just me seeing it, the actual clip? Do you see the do you guys see the clip, or do you only see the picture? Because I'm watching the clip where she's moving. If you can give me an indication. No, you can't see it. Thank you, Margaret. Okay, so I just want to just show you. Let's quickly, I just want to show you. Can you see it now? Let me see if you can see it now. Still can't see it. I wonder why that is. Is it a question of copyright or whatever? But certainly one can share if you promote someone's video, hey? Because that is. We only see the picture. We only see the picture, says Linda. Chamomile tea in my cup. Started a new baby blanket that I should have started months ago for my brother's twins that were born last Thursday, says Dawn Yarn Doll. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Let me see. Okay, let me. Okay, it says share this tab instead. Oh, there you go. Okay, see. Now you can see it. Okay, there. Let's check this out. Look at that. Okay, press play. Duh.
And so as you can see how I have. Okay.
You see how beautiful that looks? Man, oh man, that's beautiful. And look at, it's a different color brown at the back. I absolutely love what she did with that. She did another one as well, but that one was my favorite. 2 squares put together. Hey? Absolutely love it. Yes, you love that. See, it's like a man, oh man. So the one that I put in the Facebook, it's got the whole link to the whole video. This one was another color, but that one, the brown one, you can see is more closed under the arms, and this one was less. But it's beautiful colors too. That's so cute. Love the colors that she chose. That's okay, Dawn. Says Kaylin, the babies won't mind if their blanket is a little bit late. I have finished several baby blankets late. They still love them. That's good. Okay, there you go. So okay, let's. Oh no. Okay, let's. No, stop. Hey, wait a minute.
Hello.
Let me go back. Let me go back.
Those were nice, Jeanette, wherever you are. Those were nice.
But it takes me out of the Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still
And
haven't mastered that yet. One day. I mean, I
how to
do it.
share.
Yeah, not as much.
Ooh.
I know, but like sometimes I have issues.
You see what this is? I had to look more than once to see what that is. Really? A small toothache? A small toothache this morning. Oh my goodness, you're still not asleep. Judy House is spiral blanket, 12 color, and a glass of water. That's on your hook and in your cup. Oh, thank you, sweetie. So glad I caught you this morning. It's 3:50 a.m. here. Dawn, that's very early.
That's early.
You know what that is? That's when you play with a child and they have to match the colors.
That's a very, I saw that. I saw that clip. It was nice. Yeah.
I only thought of the turtle or tortoise. I didn't think of the game.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yes, you make all this. The pattern will be out. It says in my Etsy shop Friday, 24 March.
Okay.
Stitched by Shari.
Yes.
Stitched _ Shari.
Okay.
Thank you, Kaylin. I did send them beanie hats already. I want to make all the things. Good morning, Kelly. This is Kaylin. Flourish evermore. Jana says a matching turtle game. I absolutely love it. I'm telling you.
Clever.
Yeah. Rinsing with warm salt water. Oh, you know what, Sandrine? Dawn, that's good advice because I have once had severe toothache at night, late at night. And I just put salt on my finger and then on the tooth.
Oh.
I just packed it with salt and that took the pain away.
That's good.
How do we come up? I have a bit of energy left. Just in a moment, just as soon as we finished with Facebook, which will be just now. Hello, Amy Nuts. Here you go. Josephine Preddy, the 100-day project, day 31, 2 superwash merino nylon squares, and last traveling crochet Afghan squares, 23 pattern by Life and Yarn. Now onto the border for the traveling crochet Afghan. I can't wait. Josephine, you are doing a fabulous job. And this one, where all the squares are the same cream,
I love those. Yes.
Going to be up there.
Very nice.
Fantastic. Then we have Jane shared this with us. Thank you, Jane. Free through the end of Tuesday, March 28. Code is Daisy Maze. Daisy, DAISYMAZE. In Ravelry. So, yay. Copy link address. Let me see if I can drop that copy link address in the. No, it doesn't allow me to drop it in the chat. It becomes a mammoth. A mammoth visit. Hi, Amy Nets and Jane. Anyone I missed, sending you all big hugs, says Dawn. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go back. And that is Kaylin's Sunday share, day 32 of the 100-day project.
Oh, wow, that's
She's doing a marvelous job. Look at that.
Well, yes.
Is that one now done? Is that the final one, Kaylin? Is that the finished? Tell us if it's finished.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, there's a border. No, there's a border.
There's a border on there. Wow. So,
yes, that I didn't see before. I think it's called Dirk's Stripes.
Very nice.
That's the feet on the leaves. Yeah.
Yep. She's got the flower granny squares in there.
Beautiful, Kaylin. I tell you, those diamonds. Oh, I must try that.
Yes.
Oh, you can fix that like there.
Oh no, she said she's still adding.
You're still adding.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Good for you. Look at those flowers.
Man.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
All right, now I see you. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Look, there's the border, and then again, still. So the squares sort of run out. Outward. Oh, wow.
But she's like, she's just going on. She's going. She's working. She said there's still more.
But the colors is beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I said, I wonder if I can share the colors. That was the challengers on Saturday.
Ah.
We had so much fun. I want it to fit our queen bed.
Oh, okay.
No fear.
Wow.
And now I'm still adding to it. Yes, there you go. So there was the day 31 of the 100-day project.
Yes.
I added one row of dark stripes and attached another Aurora square
Yes.
to my Ophelia sampler blanket.
Nice. All right.
Helen, good morning. Hello, Helen, Kelly, and everyone in the chat. Look how she's doing that. That is beautiful. You know, I often, you know how you sew it together? I often do that because I want that feature.
Yes.
I love that you drop all the links. It's child size now, says Kaylin.
Oh, okay.
I love that you drop all the links so that when someone wants to decide they want to do it, they can always go back and follow the links. 100-day project, day 29, says Josephine. 2 merino/nylon squares, and day 30, traveling crochet Afghan square 11 Tunisian crochet. Ooh, Tunisian crochet. I only did simple stitch because that was all I was skilled with. It had simple stitch, knit, and cable in Tunisian crochet pattern by Nikki's Homemade Crafts.
Nice.
Only one more square to go, plus the border.
All right.
Ah, look at you. Look at you. I tell you. There we go. That's the Tunisian one.
Oh.
I can't wait till that one. She says now she needs to do the border. So
looks great. Yeah.
That was, someone was asking me, I was busy with this blanket and they were asking, what? Where's the ends? I added more rows on my mosaic blanket. Ooh, if you don't have too much toothache, when I drop the link, you can come up and show us. And that was Linda sharing her East Anglia Yarn Festival podcast. If you haven't watched it, please go and watch it.
That's cool.
I think we're about done.
Yeah, that's nice.
Are we?
Oh, hey, Linda.
No.
Hi, Polly. Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Relaxed.
Kathleen is sharing. She says, slow going due to shoulder injury, but it's growing. I only manage about one row a day now.
Look at that.
Please don't overdo it. Hey, look at that.
Ooh. Yeah, I like
I
the
was
white.
gifted with 28 small skeins of unidentified sport weight yarn from a former client who stated that she will never get around to using it. I'm pretty sure it is acrylic, but it has a good drape and it's fairly soft to the touch. I decided that it was destined to become a cardigan and it allows me to test out a new design idea.
Nice.
I'm hoping to complete it in time for fall so I can repay the kindness of the gift by returning the yarn as a finished garment.
Oh, that's so nice.
I love when little acts of kindness spin into random acts of kindness, chains of events.
Nice.
Just let me ask you guys this. The neighbor is doing renovations, so it is drilling and all kinds of things happening. Can you hear it?
No.
Because, it's super loud and annoying here.
Okay. No, you're good.
No, we can't hear it.
Yeah, that's
Hi,
great.
Jane. Hi, everyone in the chat.
Yep.
There we go. That was the Scrappy Calendar Cal, and that was again the Scrappy Calendar Cal July. But I'm now past July, so I'm hooked on this. No, can't hear them. Thank you. No, cannot hear them, says Margaret. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys can't hear it. Day 29. That was 3. What I'm looking at is here underneath Kaylin's name, it says 3 days, which means to me, it was posted 3 days ago, and my last Monday was obviously 6-7 days ago. Water in my cup and Stephen West basket weaver hat on my needle, says Amy Nitz. Ooh, wow. Do you know about that? Basket, Stephen West basket weaver hat? That sounds fantastic. Anything he does sounds great.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Okay, this was the day 29 one. I did row 3. Let's just look at the pictures. That's so cute. Even as a children's blanket, this would do. I still love the colors. And hello, Jay Paradis. Morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. No, you're so welcome.
Hi, Jay.
There
Hi,
you go.
Bonnie. Hi, Helen. Hi, everyone.
Bonnie, I nearly missed Bonnie. Hello, my sweetheart. Thank you, Linda, for just saying that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that's
just popped in. You're good.
yes. Oh, but no, it's good that
Yep.
Linda said it, you know, because then
Yep.
still getting notified late. YouTube, why? Oh man, yes. So
I have missed so many.
listen,
It drives me nuts. It
a while
drives me
ago,
nuts.
I
Because
think
you
probably
don't
a
get
year
the
ago.
notification, and then you get the notification, and it's like 5 minutes left, and you're
Yeah.
thinking,
Yeah. They still haven't figured that out yet.
I think it's about a year ago. Someone said to me, they're watching the replay and they say, we can't see the comments. And I'm like, I didn't want to say it. I just said, no, they are there. So, but meantime, I mean, there was nobody. But I talk as if there are people, because the point is, people are going to come in and go, whatever. To me, it's a video. It's like making a video. You just start talking. You've got something to say it. That was Monday.
Nice.
Oh, and that is what I shared. I just came across the South African Yarn online store, natural yarns. And she's got a wide selection. So, yay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so stoked, says Katrine, that they showed spinning with a wheel and a drop spindle. I also appreciate the variety of yarns and yarn crafts that were mentioned. No, I turned my sound off while doing chores and I didn't look at the time, says Jay. Oh, no worries. I often fantasize about a world where all yarn is free and crocheting makes you skinny. Oh, isn't that just paradise?
That would be. Yes.
This is Ivy B Creates.
Oh.
Isn't that
pretty.
fantastic top?
that
Was
is
one
gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I tell you, I am suitably impressed.
Yes.
I'm not sure if is it a pattern or that she's doing, but
I
she
think
said
she's done
for
that. It's
sharing.
gorgeous, isn't it? I love the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Crocheting a whole new wardrobe. I just love this girl. I think her name is Tyler. I love her enthusiasm and just getting out there. And we now see that was a guy in the background flexing his muscles. Probably a brother or I don't know if it's a boyfriend. She looks a bit young, hey? But look at that. She has so much enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's great. Wow.
That is
and she's just going for it.
Yeah.
That is, crocheting makes use of like we don't know that, of a hook rather than needles. Yes, that's beautiful, says Dawn. Thank you, my sweetheart. This is, I just wanted to share this with you because I came across her and I thought, that is amazing. Just
it's in the car. Crocheting everywhere. Yep.
Now look at these strawberries, eh? Now this is what, a peachy thing? Yep. And she's putting strawberries all over.
Wow. Okay.
I love it.
Interesting.
Man, she is just, okay, so that's light blue, white,
a
pale yellow, and
peach,
orange,
coral.
I like how she gives us a wing.
Corally peach.
Yep. Yeah, that's all Michael's Craft Smart yarn, which is real inexpensive, you know. But the colors are amazing.
There you go.
Really nice colors.
There you go. Jane, I haven't dropped the link yet. I'm going to drop the link now. I invite, I sent to Jane. Jane, what's her name? Linda's got the power anyway. I mean, whether I want her here or not, here she is. I'm joking.
Oh, Ursula. Star Homestead India is asking, who is she? I thought I saw LaShawn Renee, but I don't.
It says Tyler there. You see that Tyler there?
Well, Tyler. But then in there, they were talking about in the verbiage. So I don't know what her real name. Yeah, what her thing. I guess it's Tyler. Yeah.
I don't know. Here at the bottom, it also says Tyler here at the bottom of the thing. Well, I don't even know if it is.
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm. For
a youngster.
Yeah.
I saw that in the background.
Yes. Jane, it's coming. It's coming. Just one moment. Just hold your horses, my sweetheart. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Get your drink. Tyler, okay,
Oh,
you see,
wow,
look at
look at
her.
that.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty.
is
The dress.
fabulous.
I like the
Yeah.
color combination.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Well,
her
they're being
enthusiasm.
the youngsters suit that kind of thing. I mean, it's not something that I would wear personally,
Mm-hmm.
being an oldie, being an oldie.
Yeah, but you know what? It inspires me to say, oh, maybe I
Yeah.
can do
Maybe
something
you.
more or
Yeah.
less like this, or
Yeah.
maybe
Yep.
I could try. I like that where she sits and then she goes wink,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mhm.
I know you're looking at me crocheting. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Mhm.
That's the top thing. All right, the crochet hook doubled up as a thing for the hair. Oh la la!
That's
Yes.
cute.
Now imagine your bikini underneath that. Beautiful. That's a new
I
way
can't
to look
actually.
at.
That
That's
is
a new way to
beautiful.
look at a how do you call it? A costume cover up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's the Watch Me Crochet. There won't be tutorials, but it's just the Watch Me Crochet. Gorgeous Ivy B. And then she said, here's what Hobby Lobby Yarn B Rhapsody Teal of
Oh.
Fortune looks like, worked up in a one weight 3.5 millimeter hook. Oh, and then there's more information that I can't get to.
Nice.
Day 28, more merino nylon mini hang granny squares added. There you go. There you go.
It's great.
This is Andriana Chokana emailed me this picture of my Count My Blessings shawl, which is our free pattern on Ravelry, and it has a video tutorial that guides you through each row. Her message was, yesterday I finished your amazing shawl. I repeated one more time, row 38 to 47. That's what I also did. I repeated it twice more, just the last section. I didn't make the border. I was out of yarn, but again, it's gorgeous. I'm so happy. Thank you. This is your Facebook page. Cool. Yes. I share what everybody posts in the crochet Facebook on a Monday. Usually we go over to there we go, 28. Kaylin is sharing out at row 6 of that. I remember you called it those stripes. Dirk's stripes. It's a V-stitch stripe. Dinky, 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 dinky. There you go. I want to make those. Hello, Ivy B. We've just been looking at your top as well.
Hi, Ivy. Hi, Hearts India. Hi, Tyler.
There you go. And another day 27, 2 more squares for my project. I can't wait to see the finished project, because now all these squares are piling up and I'm like, okay, now I'm waiting for the thing that says how we put it together. There she did it. That was day 27. I added another strip of the stripes for my affiliate talks blanket. There you go. That is the Dirk stripes there. Hello, Ivy B. And Ravant is Star Home India and Jane.
Hi, Anna.
Hello.
Hi, Anna.
She says yes. Kaylin, this is a beautiful blanket. I can't wait to see. Now it's jumped right to the top. Why?
Hello, Ursula. Hello, Kelly. Hello, everyone in the chat.
Let me go to StreamYard. Let me go to StreamYard.
Yes.
There you go. And then let me go to the chat and pin the link. There you go. I've pinned it.
So exciting.
Anybody wants to join us, you're welcome. So how are you doing, Kelly? I mean,
I'm
I saw
doing
you
great.
on the weekend.
It's Monday. Woohoo! I'm just I actually woke up early. I'm like ready to go. So
I
I'm
think
just
Linda and I are wearing
yeah.
the same color. Are we wearing the same color?
Those
under
two.
my-
Yeah, they're matching.
Yes,
Hi, guys.
we're matching, man. We're matching. Snap.
Oh. Well, I didn't get the memo.
Yesterday, guys. Yesterday, can I just have a quick chat? Yesterday, we went.
Can I just have a quick
Our
chat?
clocks
You're
went
so
forward,
welcome.
guys. Did it knock me for 6 yesterday? Did it?
Yes,
Oh my, I was out of
Jane.
sorts all day yesterday. Hi, Jane. Out of
Yo.
sorts all day yesterday. Hi, Poppy. So
Hi,
I
Jane.
kind of, I didn't do, I had a day off from knitting, from crocheting. I just chilled out all day, but I was out of sorts. I was not a happy bunny yesterday when our clocks, and I lost an hour's sleep.
Oh,
I only realised it's gone
spring
back.
ahead.
Happy.
I don't even.
I can't imagine clocks
And
moving.
my
because we've
wrist,
never had that.
I've had to start and wear a wrist
Supporter.
wrist.
Yes.
It's,
What are you guys doing to the wrist? Everybody's
Yes,
paying
Ivy.
paying.
It was beautiful, Ivy.
I was wondering, are you you guys, they have a lot of wrist pain? I want to do a survey.
Just a moment.
Are you a pencil holder?
It's a repetitive strain injury because I spent many years typing. I spent a lot of many years typing, clinic letters, minutes of meetings. That was my job. So I spent at least 9 hours a day typing, and then that is gorgeous.
That looks gorgeous.
I love it.
Look at me and
Sandrine.
we are
Sandrine, you're
synchronized.
coming along.
We both said gorgeous
Fantastic.
together.
I know, Snap.
Oh, Sandrine, you're doing a fantastic
What
job.
are we? Synchronized or what?
All right, Sandrine. Okay, P.O. Box, blah, blah, blah.
And blah, blah.
I'm just telling you where to send it.
Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
A pad for a swifter
She's not
summer.
going to give up.
A couple of years ago in Italy, used Yarnby, Scrubology, held double, then worked on
I
Linda's
admire your
captain.
perseverance.
Woo, going to push to finish it now. Oh, lovely. Lisa from down under, how are you doing, sweetheart?
Hi,
Sandrine,
Lisa.
that's gorgeous,
Hi,
Lisa.
darling.
Hey.
Sandrine just came up to show it and bye.
Well,
Oh, my sweetheart, I hope your toothache gets better, man.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Get well soon,
I don't like
Sandrine.
aw.
Very
It was
nice,
nice.
Sandrine, says Margaret. Storms have kept me up all night.
Yeah, myself.
Oh, that's good.
Very
Because I
nice.
said I don't like toothache, but I don't know anybody that says, "Ooh, can't wait until I have toothache." Right?
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Dumb thing to say.
Well, this girl
You
got
got
up
anybody that
at
does
6 o'clock
what?
this morning because I had a dental appointment at 8 o'clock. I get to the dentist and I was a bit early, so I looked at my phone and I'd got a message, a text message to tell me at 7:20 that it was cancelled.
Cancelled.
How
Aw.
long, hold on. What time
So
did you
I
get
was
there?
not impressed.
You were not happy.
No, I wasn't.
I
Same,
wouldn't
Okay.
be happy either.
I'd be
I
So we
understand
had to
that.
come all the way home again.
Yes. Aw.
It's 100% Lisa. I know it's, not early there by you. Me too, Ivy. And we know you're busy, Lisa, my sweetie. I see you survived storm, says Ivy to Sandrine.
Aw.
Sandrine, the thing with your channel name is, I know your name is Sandrine, but now the channel name is Purple Crochet and More with Drini. And I can never remember it because Purple Crochet and More with Drini to me is far away from Sandrine. You know what I mean? So I need to write it down. I need to memorize it.
Ursula, I
Thank
totally
you.
understand you. I, for a long time, thought it was I, Bridget.
Oh, Lord.
No worries, Lisa. No worries,
Yeah, I'm the
Lisa.
same. I've always, I told Kelly that, and the amount of times I
Oh,
called her
Margaret.
Bridget.
Yeah.
Right, Bridget? And she's like, it's Kelly.
You know,
Coffee.
Like I said, that name was, well, anyway, I told you guys behind the scenes why I couldn't use, anyway.
No,
There's
I
a lot
know.
of confusion. So I couldn't be Kelly's,
Mine was not confusion.
knitting and crochet's channel. Like I couldn't do that because
Yeah.
there's some other
Okay.
similar channels, but
Wait a
so I had to do
minute.
something creative.
Maybe it was
Which is cool.
confusion. It's because I couldn't read. So I heard of hi Bridget, and then I see a I and B, and I was she's I Bridget. Bridget, see what happened when you assume?
But it happens, it happens. But Ursula, I have to tell you, I've been trying to I have to sew in a lot of ends of these granny squares. So I think of you every time I start sewing in, making
Well,
these
then
granny
it
squares.
should go better, shouldn't it? Oh, it makes the job better.
I know I have to, but I have a lot of
Hi,
ends,
Christine.
lots of ends.
Oh,
See
Christine in
that?
California. Wait a minute. No, you cannot just tease millisecond on the screen.
Sorry, I just,
Granny
you know,
Square of all things
but you
and
see,
not show.
there's some ends, so I gotta start.
Okay, now how many ends on that one square? 2 ends?
Oh,
2 ends.
No.
3. Oh no, it's 4.
No.
There's a lot.
You know what?
See?
How many rounds? How many
This is-
rounds?
This is 8. 8 rounds.
It could, it could have been 8.
could have been 16.
Right.
It could have been 8.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been
Ends to work
16 ends. to
Yes,
sew in.
16. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda.
So it could have been 16. So that one has 4.
Yes. So I think she's complaining a bit too much, right? How does Shakespeare say? The lady protested too much.
Yes. But I got my needle. I'm ready to go. I'm going to do it today.
Hey, that's a weapon. That looks like a harpoon.
That looks like a weapon. Don't take that in the airplane.
I cannot.
Nice squares.
So,
Wait a
Fancy.
minute. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
oh, she's blocking. Blocking.
Yes, Linda, like just
Coming up. Lovely, Linda.
Yeah, she's blocking.
there we go.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
I keep threatening that I'm gonna make one of those for me to block my things, but then
Yeah,
I
that's a
never
good
make
idea.
things to be blocked.
I've just finished another one.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
Just on
That was the
border
first
of
granny
a
square
hat.
I learned.
Yeah.
You know,
Cutie
the yarn
patootie.
from the jacket, the yarn from the jacket that I've just
Yes.
made.
Yep.
I'm just making, I'm just using this scrap yarn up to make a hat.
Mm-hmm.
For the person who's getting the jacket.
That's going to look wicked
Maybe,
together.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, baby.
And you know, because there's reds, I'm going to put a burgundy pom-pom on the top.
Ooh, that'll be nice.
You know what I like about the hat?
Because that'll make the burgundy
Mhm.
pop as well, won't it?
Idea.
Yes.
Yes, Miss Jane, what were you
I
saying?
like that your hat doesn't go like this, but yeah, like, you know, give it a shape of a real head.
A real
'Cause
head.
Some people have. No, I'm serious. Just, oh my Lord.
Say-
Some imaginary
opposed to
hats. Listen, no, like, you know, some
That's
people when they design a crochet, it goes like this instead of having these
Right.
shape that you. I do not. Help me, Callie. Help me.
No,
Oh,
no cone heads or anything like that.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? When sometimes the pattern
Yeah.
the increase
Hey,
is
Bonnie.
those
Looks like
slowly
a
there.
dome. It looks
Yes,
like a dome.
Yeah.
yours shape the head, and I
Yes.
think that kind of little flatness here is
Yeah.
Mhm.
what doesn't give you what I call hat hair.
Hat hair.
Because when you
Oh,
because you take the hat
yes.
and then your
Oh.
hair is like, you know,
Okay.
that's
hear
that's
you.
what I think. At least
Which is why I don't wear hats really.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
if I once I put it on, it's going to stay there until I am at home again
Yep.
and away from any guests, or whatever
Right.
reason I put it on for. So it's
understand.
either on or off. You know, Jessica, when she was going through chemo and she had no hair, so we got her a wig. It looked like beautiful long hair, which she's never had. She's only had hair up to and she put this wig on and then a little hat because
Yes.
that was to me the best way to keep it on. And we were
Oh.
sitting in reception on in the ward for oncology, pediatric oncology, and she suddenly just decided that her head was itching, and she just went, whoop.
It was gone. Oh,
I mean,
we
I
are
would say
itchy.
thank you that there was no other people sitting there because
Yeah.
jaws would have dropped because suddenly we went from Barbie to nothing.
wow.
like that. And then that day I said to her, okay, now we're going to make a rule here. When that thing goes on, it stays on. So either it doesn't go on or it goes on. But you
Yeah.
can't be doing that to me.
Yes.
Like, no.
Oh dear.
Okay, let's say you're asking, can you hear
Can
me?
you hear
New
me?
computer may need more setup. So
I'll try talking. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My lips are moving. I wasn't sure.
Maybe if you put more enthusiasm, it will be louder. How
Yes.
about that?
You gotta, yeah, you gotta.
I tell you.
I am just laughing the way she wrote computer.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But luckily, you guys
My
know me.
husband's,
You know what I
making
mean.
I'm not gonna go there.
My
No, we
pooter.
won't.
I was like,
We
well,
won't.
for a moment, I was like, is anybody speaking
That's when I read
Portuguese?
it, I thought, what?
What?
Oh, I got it.
What? I
If
was
I
like,
spell it the way I want to spell it, it would not get read out and it would get blocked.
I didn't see very well, but that word popped. I was like, what?
Pooter.
Oh, was that a? I know why.
Yeah.
Oh.
I spelled it how I want it.
Okay.
That's only because I sometimes have problems with words, and when I do, I
Okay,
spell
I'm
them
just
how they
clarifying
sound.
for the person that wrote. That word is a cuss word in Portuguese, Spanish,
Yes.
Italian.
A lot.
Oh,
What,
yeah.
Peter?
It's a really bad word.
It's a bad one. It's a bad
So,
word.
if you're in a
Coming quick. Sorry,
I was
everybody.
like, Jesus, what is it?
Okay, I'll have to work out a different
my
way
word.
to spell computer then.
Yeah, just be careful.
Yeah, if you go to a live stream that has a lot of Latinos,
You may not want to use that word.
No, I definitely won't.
you will
Yeah.
be
Definitely not.
I forgot, and then I went, oh.
I was like,
Yeah, I heard you go, oh, because I thought you was owing on the bit where I said if I wrote it the way I wanted to write computer, I can't spell computer that often very well, so it ends up sounding like something even worse in English.
All
right.
Hear my when I have a migraine, apparently
Thank
my
you,
husband
thank you.
says I speak worse because he said I speak like if I'm talking like this. So when I dictate, whatever this thing hears is very naughty.
Oh.
And my husband said, what the heck are you writing? It's just sad.
Wow.
Yeah, no, seriously, I'm back, hoping the sun will keep shining. Well, we have had rain. I don't know if I put my hands like this, you can see outside.
Oh, yes.
But it's supposed to be 19, which is why I'm wearing a long sleeve t-shirt.
You look very beautiful today.
19
Yeah,
I like those
wearing
colors.
long sleeves. For us,
Yes,
girls, 19 are wearing our bikinis.
yes. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
This is
here in the
in South
UK
Africa,
in
19 is
1920,
cool.
wearing our bikinis or costumes out in the garden, enjoying the
Oh
sun.
my
Not
goodness.
that here today.
Seriously?
7 degrees centigrade here today.
I don't know what it is actually where I am, but it's really quite
To us,
nice.
it's
We've
very
got sun
cold.
beating, and I've got a window open in here at the moment to try and air it
Wow.
out a bit.
Well,
Jay says I'm waiting for
Saturday,
the sun to stop hiding behind my neighbor's house. Oh, wow.
Saturday was 50 something here.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
I woke up about 12 because I wake up early, you know?
Mhm.
And then I said, I'm going to take this dog to the park because she has too much energy. So I get there.
Yep.
And then I throw the ball and I throw the ball. Anybody that saw my shorts is throwing the ball. I'm like, is she going to ever get tired? And then when I was leaving, more dogs coming in, and she looked at me, come on. And then I said, okay, like a kid.
That's what
And
the
then-
dog said.
And then when I was about to leave again,
Yes.
then another collie walks in and she says, it's my people. Then I said, okay. And then the kids came in.
With
So it was a
collies,
festival.
they've just got boundless energy. They just go on forever, don't they? The collies and what are the other ones? I can't think. There's another breed, completely bouncy.
Jack Russell. Jack Russell is one of those. They
Yes.
run with water.
A collie an
Not
hour of
many dogs
exercise
can
a
run with
day,
water.
they are good for the whole day
Hello,
with 1 hour.
Judy.
Hey, Judy.
Hello,
But-
Judy.
Hi, Judy.
End of the story, I was there for 2.5 hours.
Mhm.
Then I said, now we got to go to Hobby Lobby.
Of course.
Then we went, because I was like,
But you just have to go there after.
I was
the dog.
basically across the street from Hobby Lobby. So
Oh,
let's see
my.
what I still had money for my birthday. Let's see if they clear my Hobby Lobby. Then I get to Hobby Lobby and she go, I'm tired. I said, you better walk. So we went there, but it was like Veronica's Hobby Lobby. There was a lot of empty shelves, but I still got 2.
You mean after Veronica went through it?
Yeah, like I think Veronica went to my Hobby Lobby and they cleared the shelves. And
I think Veronica,
so. She's gonna get mad at me, but there was still a lot of things. Then the manager said, you better fill everything you want to fill, because half of we are shrinking the amount of yarn they're going to be in the store, and the rest is going to be online.
Okay.
I do not know. I can't buy things online, but there is something about touching the yarn.
Exactly.
In that area?
And they're going to move the yarn towards the front to facilitate to us. So this way we don't get distracted with other crafts.
Is that good? I don't know. I wonder.
I'm not sure.
No, bring it to the front so you don't have to walk that far to get to it. It's just...
I just like walking through there. They have a lot of junk. Not junk, but I call it junk. It's like a lot of stuff to look at.
Well, I went through the Hobby Lobby with Ursula. My phone was on fire.
They're saying it's to help you, but what he hasn't told you is the discount aisles are right up the back.
Well, actually, it is in my Hobby Lobby. What they did, not that I have a Hobby Lobby. The Hobby Lobby close to my house. If I had a Hobby Lobby, would it be my basement?
We get you.
What they did the first day on jewelry, they marked everything. Then the second day that I went there just to see if there was anything else on sale, and because I walk the dog on Hobby Lobby every day, I just go through the aisles and I don't buy anything. It's just weird. It's just what I do is to train the dog, is to desensitize my fear, and plus is a Hobby Lobby is a happy place somehow. You don't see anybody crying at Hobby Lobby.
That is true.
Unless they got there for
if they've missed the sale. If they've missed the sale and missed all
they just walk out of press. They don't cry. I don't think they do.
You just leave. Yep. You're good.
They just walk out of press.
So I think because they are doing the clearance and they move things around, so they just push all the clearance towards the back of the store. So one day everything was in with the regular jewelry. The second day there was nothing on sale with the other jewelry items. Was on the back wall on the clearance. Yeah. And then they did the same thing with the sewing. I think it's better that way. So we don't go like, is this like, because sometimes it's kind of disappointing because you go like, I was looking for something to make a bee-oriented something. That's what I went Saturday. Yeah. And all the yellow was, but there was one nice yellow and I was, yes, and everything was orange, orange, orange. And I touched the yellow, not orange, not on sale, not cool, Hobby Lobby. Not cool.
But you know what's sad, Jane? I still have Hobby Lobby stuff that I bought in 2018 or 19 on clearance.
Wow.
So I'm not going. You know what I mean? Like I just realized I'm not going to use all that stuff. I love it, but I'm just not going to use it. I can already tell.
What did I get? I got the 4 skein. I can't say this word today. Yeah. That one very Brazilian. Skein.
Skein.
Yes. Because we put an E before any the skein. And I'm going to say it right. Help. I didn't sleep last night. So that's why I'm awake, in case you guys are wondering.
No, I don't think Sandrine slept either, because
that's terrible. I'm going to show you something.
She's going to show
I can do this without falling.
Don't fall.
See these two right here?
Let me see that one.
Do you see the orange sticker? Orange sticker, right?
How much was it? $1?
$1.74.
Ooh. And how much was it originally back when?
$6.99. This is the Yarn Bee sugar wheel. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to put my thing down so I don't. I have a feeling I'm going to drop some stuff. But these two have been sitting here for 2 years, maybe 3.
Like,
I don't even know. It's like, so I think I've given up on
touch
Hobby
that.
Lobby. You know what I mean?
It's time for a giveaway.
Yes,
Or what?
absolutely.
I was really lucky. I got to do a yarn swap before postage prices went through the roof. And I've actually got one ball. I think it might be the same yarn, but it's sort of over there. I can see it. I just can't reach it. And that's got a yellow sticker on it, because that was one of the stipulations of my trade of the yarn swap was I wanted the discount stickers.
See?
Oh, wait a minute. That
was discontinued, wasn't it? That color?
This is called Cinnamon You There. See, isn't that
how
weird?
many meters?
So this one is 7 ounces.
Yeah.
355 yards. Meters, it is 325. There it is.
All right.
100% acrylic.
Oh, that's a significant amount.
Yeah.
Size 5 UK.
Size 4.
5 millimeter crochet hook.
5 millimeter. Yep.
Okay.
So there's that one. So I think and the problem is you only get one. Yeah, like, or you know what I mean? It's hard to get these. These are hard to get unless you're the first one in the store. You know what I mean?
Kaylin is asking, does your knitting circle do yarn swaps?
No. Well, I would say yes and no. No, not really. Because
that might be an idea.
The problem is no. The problem is we have 2 people that do the bougie yarn, so this is the same one, but this one's called
you've got too many knitters.
all a swirl.
All a swirl.
But you see $1.74.
Wow.
And it was $6.99.
I think you should have used it. I don't think you should have put on giveaway for the simple fact that thing has been on the shelf for forever. Is a disrespect to it?
It is disrespect. Well, I put it there to put it in my face.
Look at my attitude.
To make I need to make hats is what I need to do.
And I'm going to tell you something.
Make hats for them and donate them to your shelter.
Yeah.
And if you
Kelly, that's one way of using it.
Yeah, no, totally. No. That's on the plan. But the thing is, see, the problem is you need 2 of these, I think. Like 1 is good, but 2 is better. Then you can do something really big with it. But the problem when you go to these sales, it's usually cleaned out. These people clean them out. You've seen the wording that goes on.
I've been down the first day of the yarns.
Well, I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have that.
I've been cool.
I'm very far away from Hobby Lobby.
I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna get 2 things for 2 shawls and walk away. And that's what I try to get 2.
Yeah, I try to get at least 2 skeins. But anyway, but the bottom line is, so the people in my crochet group, we've got like a faction. There's like 3 or 4 people that only buy bougie yarn, and they buy all that stuff online. And it's it's like the merino wool and the this and that and the other. They buy it, hand spun. They buy all that stuff, and then the other people just buy Red Heart Super Saver. And we just have this crazy imbalance in our crochet group or knit group.
That's cool.
That's what happens. Yeah. So, but anyway, so that's why it's hard to swap. I mean, now we have given each other, yarn behind the scenes and stuff like that. Like, not officially, but not official swap.
Yes.
So that's the problem. We have kind of this imbalance in our things. But
let me quickly. Sorry, Kelly. Let me quickly just. I just want to quickly. Faith says I would spend too much if I went because I had an emotional week last week. Faith, we hope all is good, right?
Yeah.
And then she says, I love, Yana says, I love Hobby Lobby yarn. It's so soft. Overall, my problem when I go to the US is that most is forward and up. After living in South Africa, I'm not a fan of the chunky. I can understand that. And then, sweetie, I want to address this. Dawn Yarn Doll. You know what? I forgot. I always put a live stream on, subscriber only, and you have to be 1 day and longer subscribed. The reason is because we all, Linda definitely, I know, and I went through a time when there was a major troll attacks. You call it attacks?
Yes.
And it was just very unpleasant. Yes. So since I started doing this where it is subscribers only mode. You must be subscribed for 1 day, and it's a 5-second delay, and 5 seconds is nothing because it does take you longer than 5 seconds probably to type a comment. It just gives us that a little bit more
mind. It gives us peace of mind when we go live, guys.
So I want to apologize about that, and to
and don't worry, you'll be able to join in normally on your other account later on in the week.
Nemesis, that I like your accent. I said he looks like a he likes our accent. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry that I had to. When I saw you, I thought, oh, I don't think that is a subscriber. That is someone new. And then I went to check. Did I not put subscriber mode on? Because I like to put on subscriber mode so that the people in the chat are safe and we can relax and enjoy the company. So, MC Nemesis, my apologies if you can't comment further today. Friday, I'm live again next Monday. If you subscribe and keep being a subscriber, you will be able to take part in the chat. But it is mainly because of these, shall we call it, these pesky trolls, that we have to do something. So I am so glad, Dawn, that you were subscribed as Dawn Bat. So my apologies, but that's the reason. So sorry, but yeah. Sandrine, I'm glad I could help. Please rinse the warm salt water after you eat to keep from getting dry sockets and prevent infection. Oh yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, nice. I tell you, we had a terrible time of it.
Yes, it was bad.
Most of the channels that I know went through. There was a time when I don't know why it happened suddenly. Most of the, I think where Linda and I go to live streams that we both have sort of overlapping likes, it just kept on happening, and it was really terrible. So now,
it only didn't happen to me because nobody was coming to my live stream.
And at the end of the day, guys, we want to make sure. We want to make sure that the live is safe for you, that the comments are safe for you, which is why we always have subscriber mode.
I agree.
For all our regulars who come back and see us every week, they're always in the chat, and that's why we've done it, to protect you at the end of the day. So you're protected.
Yeah.
Also there's I was blocking another channel and on the comment. Sometimes happen by accident. That sometimes the moderator tried to control something or something, and then blocks by accident.
Channels with more than one account. I mean, I can go to Linda's account, but as me, as my alter ego, and then as OMGrannySquare. I went to my second Hobby Lobby. They still had a good selection of clearance yarn. I didn't go overboard, says Margaret G. I bought my Burn Nap Forever Fleece. Love this yarn. It was around $3, normally $12 to $14. Oh,
yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice blanky yarn, like a soft and squishy.
I just wanted to explain why I'm. No worries, my sweetheart. But when I got a word in, I would have wanted to say. Apologies to those to MC, because I saw that I forgot, and I shouldn't actually forget. Ivy, sweetheart, we know you. Yes, it was. Margaret, you remember, if we went to Veronica, if we went to Granny D especially, wherever we went, it was just really unpleasant. So then we started in that dirty side.
I don't know what they gain with that, because it's just so unpleasant. You gotta be sick to enjoy to disturb.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Hey, shame. Many channels have had to turn on subscriber only mode. Well, on the one, I never wanted to, because I like people to come across the channel and then say, "Hey, this is fun. I'd like to join in. Come on the panel anytime," because that's why I pin the link on the top of the chat so that people can come up and share their yarny goodness with us. And good morning, Danny.
Danny.
Yeah, it's just
Morning, darling.
I've had some surprising backstage visitors too, so which I will definitely not have allowed on the panel because that is how Yarning for a Smile lost her channel of 14 years. I mean, that was, and it's crazy that you can't get it back because of someone else's malicious act. But anyway, good morning, Faith, says Dawn. But I'm glad you're with us this morning, Dawn, and I'm glad you're sticking it out. And I'm ever so grateful that you're not offended, and I just appreciate that. Some people I don't let on my panel. That's it. You have to have the consideration. Jay says, I went to Hobby Lobby again on Friday. They still had some yarn and clearance. Grabbed a few skeins of microfiber for $1.50, usually $6. Oh, wow.
I saw it, and it's so thin. It's so thin and so soft.
I love the microfiber yarn. It's beautiful.
Yes,
I couldn't pass the idea that microfiber for me is something that I clean my house with.
Oh,
you know, all I could think is the micro. Yeah, that's what I was like. Well, will I get all the dust around? You know, but it felt to me like viscose, very silky and soft.
Ivy, do you need nerves to come up? You don't. I thought you're very comfortable. Good morning, Dawn, says Faith. Christine says, as such a tight-knit community, we often find confidence in each other and sometimes talk and share personal details about ourselves and family, and the added security allows us to feel comfortable to do so. Yes, but even so, I've learned that, you know, while the stream is public, it's still public, you know. So
yeah,
you just got to remember that.
In my opinion, she says, only panel guests should be subscribers who have been around a while, so you know what to expect. Yes, well, you see, that's what the block button is there for. If people are crazy on the channel, you can just use the boot, and you know, you've got to read the crazy like 30 seconds before it hits the screen.
Right.
Somehow I agree with her, but on the other side, I don't agree with her, because if you did that, being subscribed for a while, and I was a new subscriber when I came out, we wouldn't be friends. You know?
Yeah, you see, at that time, we didn't have that problem. That looks beautiful. My friend just had a baby, makes great burp cloths. I love making
that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I love it. Work it, Linda. It looks great, says Christine. But it happens, you know. It happens. Yeah. It is sad you have to have alternative accounts and have subscribers only because there are people out. Yes, but you know, it's Teresa, it's like life. You walk out in a normal street, who you're going to encounter, good and bad. They're all out there. So they are in here as well. Thank you, sweetheart. Good morning, Annie. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, darling.
Thank
Kelly.
you, Jan, again.
What I was about to say about your sugar wheel?
Yes.
It was this. Imagine how the mind of the yarn was the last one to be picked.
Yes.
And then you bring it home and he was like, yes. And then you put him on the shelf and go, no, not again. And then
I've got a feeling that in your bathroom, Jane, that you've put googly eyes on all the yarn bands, haven't you?
No, I'm gonna tell you. If you see the amount of yarn I have, it's very little. I have 4 totes. If it doesn't fit on that 4 totes, it's got to go. When I met Ursula, I told the long story. It was when she was with 500 subscribers. So you got to go way back and to hear I have dead people yarn. I had a basement. It was just like Hobby Lobby. Because when people passed away, people used to give me boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of yarn. The whole stash. My aunt passed away. Here's our stash. Here's our needles. Here's our hooks. Here's her whatever. Here's the fabric. And It got so overwhelmed that now I cannot have a lot of yarn because it causes me anxiety.
Oh,
How you doing, Bonnie?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Just getting functioning. Hi, guys.
Hi, Bonnie.
I wanted to show you my 2 big projects I'm working on.
Oh, yes, you're looking fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, we want to keep the people in the chat.
My son was born in 78 and it's his birthday today. And oh my God, I was subtracting and going, how old is this?
Oh,
This
Beautiful.
is the medallion.
that is beautiful.
I love it. I love the color too. It's beautiful.
hello, Susanna. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's
wow.
an Italian blend cashmere. And it is
There
so
you go.
Oh,
Girl.
It's
I
gonna
meant
be-
to say.
It's going to be
Beautiful.
a cardigan with short
Yes.
sleeves because we're here in Florida. So I'll just, do a little cap sleeve on it.
Yes.
I'm at the point now where I divide off for the sleeve. So now it's just stocking it all the way down to the bottom.
Nice.
But
It's
my
beautiful.
my big push is Linda's Afghan. So I thought I'd show you where I got to.
Oh, yes, Aunt Jenny, yes. We
These
all
are my
Ah,
aren't they the cute little-
I'm in love with it.
I'm in the same
Amazon?
color as
Yeah.
so cute.
Okay.
they're little, stitch
The same,
Oh,
blockers.
stoppers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
yeah,
love
the same
it.
color as James.
Those are cute. Now I must have them.
Me too. I'm a donkey person.
I have a set that's elephants. There's cats.
Oh. Beautiful.
Oh, look
Wow.
at that.
Oh,
Look at
wow.
that.
That is
Nailed
awesome.
it.
Oh,
Nailed
wow.
it.
Beautiful.
I love this. This is it's just a great palette cleanser when you don't feel like counting stitches.
Yes.
In between.
It's
So
just
now
fantastic.
that I'm done counting the stitches on the yoke of my sweater, I can go ahead and speed along. So I figured
Yes.
I'd finish this up. This is using
Everybody says they love it. Loves the color, Bonnie.
Oh,
it's
pound of love.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That's a
Okay,
lot of
look.
yarn.
Beautiful.
So soft.
It is.
That's one and not quite 25% of the next
Yes.
skein. So I'm not sure if I'll go to a third skein or not. I do have it,
Mm-hmm.
but
So
anyway,
you're gonna use not 1 but 2 pounds of love. Ah,
Beautiful.
love it. Yes.
Bonnie. That is beautiful,
Bonnie. I am so
and it's
honored.
just- I love it. It's just it's a cute pattern. And the funny part is a girlfriend of mine about 50, 60 years ago knitted the similar type of a checkerboard. Hers were a little bit smaller and she had a finer yarn.
Oh.
But she was so funny because she never learned how to cast on. She never learned how to bind off, no matter how many times we tried to teach her.
Wow.
And God forbid if she dropped a stitch. So I always knew she was going to show up for me to do one of the 3 for her.
Oh, wow.
But
That is amazing.
Once she had her cast on, she would knit such perfect stitches, and her gauge was always magnificent. But she never got beyond doing Afghans. She, probably now looking back, she was autistic, but we didn't know it at the time. But
Yes.
that was her flavor. But man, she could knit, and she would just knit a
Oh,
mile
you're
a minute.
welcome, Judy.
But we tried. The yarn store and I both tried to teach her 101 times.
Aw.
But she
Oh,
So delighted that you're enjoying knitting the blanket. I'm so delighted, Bonnie. Thank you.
sit here and chat with you if you don't care.
You're doing
nice.
fantastic. DIY Creations, you're not late, and we saw what you did there with
You have
that
to dance.
Granny Squares. We all showed it. Let's
Mhm.
do a dance with the super
Let me
chat.
show you.
And now we must dance.
I know, right? You just want to do belly dance or something. Oh, you get that puppy.
This is full grown. She's a big girl now. She's almost 3.
Look at that.
But he's a puppy. He's always a puppy.
Hello.
Big eyes. That's amazing.
She's
Aw.
my support creature, Jane. I got her the week my husband died. My girlfriend, my dog that Val and I had was in the process of passing away, which she did a few months later. But anyway,
Oh, wow.
my girlfriend, who had been my matron of honor when Val and I got married, she came down, of course, to stay with me, you know, before the funeral and for about a month after. And 2 days later, she said to my son, Danny, your mom needs a new dog to love. She needs something to hold on to right now. And Val always talked to her about getting a dog with big ears and naming it Topo after the Italian mouse. She drove my son crazy going online looking for a dog and found this dog about a half hour away from us. So we went and got the dog.
That's
and
good.
She is so locked to me that when I'm not home, she won't eat. And
Yeah,
when
they
I was,
bond to you.
yeah, when I was in the hospital last year, I was only in for like 3 days, but she wouldn't eat the whole 3 days. And the minute I came home, she went and pigged out.
Oh, wow.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So
So I always get a kick out of when you're talking about your dog, Jane. That's what.
Well,
Let's
you know,
see,
I have no life and I have no family. It's just me. Well, my life is like myself and 5 other animals. A dog, 3 cats, and a husband. That's all.
Well, I can't quite say that because I have all the goats and the chickens and all. And my daughter-in-law was in the.
I was just joking about my husband.
And she saw baby turkeys, and she knows I missed my turkeys, so she came home with 4 baby turkeys for me yesterday.
Aww. And they're kind of cute. I think everything looks cute when they are babies.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
can't resist. Yeah. So she got 2 royal palm that are the white ones that are absolutely gorgeous. Their tail when they spread out is magnificent.
Yeah.
And then she got 2 of the bronze heritage, which are the brown ones. So we'll see if they succeed and grow before the bobcats get them.
Oh.
Praying.
Somebody
welcome
said
to Teresa, welcome to the Square Squad.
We have a new member.
Thank you for joining.
Welcome, Jan, again.
Yay, Yarn. She and Sheila and Natural Creations always welcome me every time I join a chat. I absolutely love it.
Natural Creations is
my girls that are always after me.
That's lovely.
I think it's Angel.
So
I went to the doctor for medication for anxiety, separation anxiety. And the doctor said, you got to take her to the vet. Literally, there is a joke online about this, but it says, no, I get anxious. She's fine. I'm the one that is.
My granddaughter has a dog that falls apart when she's not home. He's like 7 years old now, and he still cannot sit. He cries when she leaves. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, I never lived without mine. In fact, I had a live stream last night, so me and Sierra, we were all joking about the struggle of agoraphobia. I'm there on Hobby Lobby bathroom crying, and my dog look at me and look at the floor and look at the door, and I'm telling, she thought, I need a service. The service animal said, I need my emotional support cat. Can't handle this lady anymore. She's always falling apart in the coolest place.
Yep.
I do not know. That's what I think.
My grandmother had agoraphobia 70 years ago, before anybody knew it was a word. And she suffered horribly with it. And the family always felt she was manipulating and, trying to control everybody else and all. Now, looking back, we all know she really, truly suffered with it.
Wow.
She was.
There's so many things that now we know about it. Which we didn't know about it then.
Yeah, it's true. If she was with my dad or her daughter, she was fine, but otherwise she would literally panic anywhere she went. It was really crazy. We just no clue when I was growing up. Why did my grandma go out so much with me?
Do you guys want to see my lap dog one more time to see how big she
Oh,
got?
yes.
Yes.
Susanna, yeah. Susanna says that Penny suits you.
Kelly, I saw your note. I will.
I want to see
Suzanne.
Please. I'm begging. I usually don't beg, but I'm begging. I have no shame.
I'm usually
Whatever.
in
Yeah.
bed, not dressed. Okay.
Oh, no, that's fine. But I tell Ursula.
Guys, if you haven't checked out, wait a minute.
Oh, wow.
She's on panel in her jammies. I will.
Yeah.
Like somebody.
Oh,
I was sleeping.
Look at that face. Oh, wow.
What did you say? Do we want to see the dog one more time before what happens?
See how much she's grown.
I said
Ursula.
I'd go up on panel in my jammies when you go up on yours.
Sorry, baby. Stay.
Oh,
Let me turn you like this. There you go. Mambina, say hello to the people. She's like, do I have? Yeah, you have to.
Susanna, did you change your avatar? It was a red flower. I think it's now pink. Christine is saying, Linda, I love Edward. Can we see the Linda B? Yeah, but you see, Christine, Linda puts me in a
gorgeous.
because you put something on and off under a second. I mean, who is that fast?
Yeah.
So I'm still aiming for the button that says solo, and it's off. So pretty. Can you go up close? There we go. There we go.
I've
She's
done
going.
double
Jane.
crochet, and then I'm doing front post, back post, and to
I
finish
love it.
off,
Yeah.
I'm just doing the crab stitch like I always do. I always finish my hats off.
I love the crab stitch for a
I don't
finish.
know how you do that crab stitch. I tried it once and it messes with my head.
Yes.
You're literally crocheting the wrong.
Oh, the brain. Your brain go, help.
Honestly, you'll
It's
see
easy.
through it.
Nice.
Thank you, Susanna.
My dog is fully grown now. She's not going to grow more than that. 50 pounds.
When I was a little kid, I was only about 6 or 7. I got a really, really horrific case of chicken pox. Covered my whole body. The doctor came to the house. I don't want to tell you how many times. And my dad was so worried about me. He went and he begged a breeder to let him bring home a puppy that was not quite 6 weeks old, a little collie.
Mm.
And this dog in the bed with me, that was the impetus to get me better. But that poor little dog, a week later, started scratching. And of course, you know, collie pups, their nose is the biggest part of them. He would scratch and he'd fall over and all. My dad took the dog to the vet and said, how can this be? It hasn't had a chance to get fleas yet even. And the vet said the dog had caught the chicken pox from me. And they had to buy a bottle of calamine lotion a day and douse this into this chicken bowl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So bad for a week.
It's very contagious. Yeah.
I had it
Very.
very bad. And I got it from a little boy who probably had like 4 spots on his whole body. But I was covered and 6 weeks in quarantine and
Yes.
had to write 2 of my subjects at home, final exams, because I couldn't go out. It was just
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was why the dad bought me the puppy, because he figured, okay, she's home for a while.
Linda, I think they lied to me. They gave me a mini coon.
Oh,
Yes, very easy.
Look, oh, wow.
she looks like my old Pippi.
She's like, I was sleeping.
hello, Carla.
He's
Hi,
upset
Sarah.
because he was sleeping with the dog.
Wow.
The drama.
And then it's like, you're taking my cushion away. Now my cushion's cold.
Yes.
Oh, go down. Cool down.
She's sleeping and he goes like this on her rib cage. Like he's like, whoa, a melting can on top of it.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Oh, that's like that's like a weighted blanket.
Sounds like your cat and dog are very similar to what mine used to be, Jane, with
Yes.
Lynn and Pipsqueak.
But that the cat lying on the dog sounds like a weighted blanket. That must feel so
Yes.
good to the dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to the cat,
Absolutely.
to both, because the cat purring is very relaxing.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
I
nothing
think
better
it was
than when a
fun.
cat and dog get along.
wow.
Yeah, you cannot guarantee that, hey? I had chickenpox twice when I was a little girl. I just got the shingles on Friday. I still have a knot and it's hot. I don't know if that's normal or what. Hey, Annie, just keep your eye on that. And if anything goes wrong, you've got to go back to the doctor.
All the
Due
doc-
to my complicated health issues, I wear a mask everywhere except when I had delivered food for the other day. The guy also ate half my fries. Now I'm sick with COVID. What? Oh, Susanna.
That's
I
terrible.
wish I could have pets. If I did,
That's
they
what
have
happened
to
to
be
me.
hypoallergenic. My immune system won't permit, otherwise it's Christine. Oh, wow.
Mhm.
The Sphinx
Uh,
Jack is hypoallergenic.
Shouldn't your pets?
No, serious. This is what
That's a
happened
matter
to
of
me.
opinion.
I was
Screen, honey.
in Dallas, between Tarrant County and Dallas County, where the hospitals had no beds.
No bad.
Whoever got sick and didn't have good insurance used to go to the pit. The pit is where you go and they just give you some Tylenol or something and hope until you kick the bucket because your insurance won't pay for anything.
Right.
They just keep you comfortable. It's the truth, because they have too many people they have to select somebody. So they select the ones that had insurance that would cover. And I survived with very low autoimmune there, doing chemo, nothing. Came to Nebraska, Nowhereville, and then somebody that was sick walked into the office and he had no symptoms. Thought, yeah, no big deal. It's just a cold.
Cool.
Passed to my husband passed to me. I love your hair.
I'm going to drop down. I'm going to go have some lunch. Rick's just shouted me to tell me that he's made me lunch. So
I don't believe I didn't hear it.
How long are you still? Are you going to be here for?
An hour and a half, I believe. Something like that.
Because it's 1 o'clock my time.
Linda, before you leave, forgive me, but I'm going to copycat you and make that long jacket. That's on my list.
Okay, that's fine.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Hello,
I like to enable, guys. You know me. So I will come back after I've had my lunch, guys. Okay.
my sweetheart.
Bye, Linda.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
I have private insurance, but our public health system is for everyone, says Susanna. Oh, yes, that's good.
That's
nice.
nice.
Enjoy your lunch, Linda, says Teresa. Enjoy your lunch. Bye, Linda, says Dawn. Bye, Linda, says Jane.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very nice.
Oh, fantastic. I love it.
Yeah.
Enjoy your lunch, says Yana.
I wanted to have yarn behind me like she has, like this game. I thought was pretty.
I'm getting rid of that.
It doesn't say anything. You don't even listen. I'm gonna have to talk to your yarn. Say, call her Bridget.
Well,
call her Bridget.
I put this here to say, Kelly, do something with this. This is stuff that I wasn't using.
Yeah.
So I said, put it here. It's going to be in your face. Well, yeah.
That's nice behind us, and it looks pretty.
2 years later, maybe 3. I don't even know. I'm not even going to tell you. It's still there, So, yeah.
No, but 2 years later? Did you do that 2 years ago?
No, she bought it 2 years ago, darling. She's had the yarn in storage on her shelf for 2
No,
years.
but you moved it.
This is a Hobby Lobby.
So that you can do something with it.
Right. Yeah. Put it in my
When
face.
was the move to behind you? Not 2 years ago. You bought it 2 years ago.
But see, the thing is, like I said, I went buck wild at a Hobby Lobby clearance, and I did buy a few of these, and I used a few. I used probably 3. I had like 3 of them in the same color, and I made a project. It was great. But then these, I like the colors, but they didn't have more than one because they were all, the stores get rated. You know what I mean? So I said, well, I still like it. I'm going to do something with it. So I'm going to make a hat. But I just,
I wanted
even
to
2
see
years
that
later, I
next
still haven't used
Friday.
it, so I'm embarrassed. But anyway, there's that.
I'll be tormenting you.
Okay, you can
There is
torment me.
that.
That's fine. And then I
What
bought this
else?
wool. I bought this wool here, and I said I'm going to make a wool blanket over the winter. Well, look what month it is. It's on winter's
No,
like
you need
over.
to do.
Didn't
you
happen.
need to,
You might have said winter, but you didn't say
Marie
which
Kondo.
winter.
You need to get all your yarn in front of you and do a Marie Kondo. Pick
Look
out
at that.
all the ones that you love. Oh, the
Oh,
bird!
wait a minute. Solo.
Oh my word, so cute.
It's a little.
Yeah, she's going to be a white one. And
Okay, just
Wow.
wait for the light to get right. Just wait for the light because it's all black at the moment.
Is it a turkey?
Uh,
A
Royal
chicken?
is that a
Mom.
little kitten?
She's like,
the
it's
dog.
part of my
Oh.
food.
Okay.
Eat this for lunch.
I want to give it kisses.
No, Jane.
I'm just kidding.
Very cute.
Oh, me and my dark humor. I'm sorry.
Hello,
That's why I turned it into
Tyler.
kisses.
Mm.
Good morning, Tyler.
If you do a Marie Kondo, you get all the things you love first. So what I like their technique is because you don't say what I'm gonna get rid of it. The technique is what I love. What bring me? What is it?
What brings
Spark?
you joy?
Joy.
Joy. So then
Inspiration.
all the things that so you set up all the ones that you love first, put near you, lay down with it,
Okay.
use as a pillow, and then you gonna analyze the rest that didn't make the cut. Either you're gonna
Put the light on. Does that help a little bit?
either you're gonna crochet something, donate or something.
Mhm.
But I'm just saying because I went through this trauma with dead people yarn for so long around me, and I'm not saying that the dead people yarn was bad yarn because there was
I know what you mean.
expensive yarn.
Aw.
But I never had time to use the ones that I bought and I fell in love. The yarn that you look and you go, "Ah, you're so beautiful,"
Yes.
and then you buy and then get to the back of the line. Somehow, the ones that we love the most is the one that go to the back of the line. Explain
Mhm.
that craziness. Do
Yes.
you do that, Ursula? The yarn that you love the most is the one that you put in the back of the line, or the one you love the most you use right away?
No, I only buy if I have a project that I'm going to use it for.
Mhm.
So you
Because-
don't have one of those big stash that you hide away under the bed inside of the
No,
dishwasher.
you know what? It
That
must
was
have
my
been
stash at one
10
point.
years ago because I stopped working from the office in 2016. So it must have been, and it's 2023 already. One of these days it'll be 2026. So it's 8 years ago, 9, 10 years ago. What I did was I took all the yarn that I was not using and I looked at it and I said, I'm never going to use you. I'm never going to use you. I'm never going to use you. And I filled up 4 big, now we have black trash
In bags.
plastic bags. And I gave it to a friend who I taught to crochet. Now, obviously, her husband wasn't impressed for those 4 big black bags of yarn to walk through the front door. But I had my husband deliver it, so I didn't even see. My husband just told me, oh, he wasn't very impressed. And I said, well, which husband is ever impressed? So
Then you said in your cabinet.
Mine was thrilled when I let my yarn go.
Yeah.
He had fireworks and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody asked if my husband is cute like my animals. My husband looked like Peter Griffin.
Shrek.
hello, Jackie. How are you doing?
Yarn.
Yes, it's just that I cleared out everything and I had a lot of whips. So what happened was I decided to, it's when I started on this, how do you say, when you decide to embrace not minimalism, but being more, living more with intent. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. So it's been going now, say for the last 8, 9, 10 years, I've been doing it. So, which means for those amount of years, things stopped coming into the house because, yes, you just have enough and that is that.
Just enough.
Yeah.
But do you also think that having too much yarn blocks your creativity?
No, all it does with me, it depends on the person. What it does with me to have too much stuff is my anxiety goes up.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
because it feels to me
too.
too close to, man, I grew up in a house that just had too much stuff. It wasn't dirty. It was, my mom was very, everything was clean, but it was a bit disorganized. So to me, there was just too much stuff. So I try not to do that. So even with my kids, I told them I have it's like a cupboard that's called an OptiPlanner, but I mean, we use it as a cupboard. And I have one, and each of my children have one. And once that is full, then you can't have anything anymore. You want more? Make space.
That's me with my toes.
Decide what you don't need, and then it goes into the. So I just wanted to instill in them that one doesn't need so many things to make you happy. If you're buying because you're feeling unhappy, I totally appreciate retail therapy because I've been there, and it did the job then. Okay, so I appreciate retail therapy.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I don't know who Peter Griffin is. Christine. Hello, Davita. Good morning, you guys.
Here too. Here
I
too.
was given so much yarn that people wanted to pay in when I was making all the prayer shawls and prayer blankets and all. And literally, I had two different women that just, one gave me several totes and the other gave me several of the big trash bags that way full of yarn.
Right.
And I also had my mom's yarn from when she stopped knitting, and of course she was living with us, so it was there. So all of a sudden I gained this whole wall of yarn. Well, I'm at the point in my life now where I don't want to get any yarn unless it's something that I really intend to use, and my taste in yarn is changing. So I've been bundling and sending to somebody else, passing my yarn that I know I will never use on to someone else, because.
But it's nice to pass it on to someone that you know appreciates yarn, because you still love yarn. You don't want to give it to someone who's also just going to maybe toss it somewhere in a cupboard. You want to give it to someone who's going to actually use it. So when I gave it to that girl, I taught her how. I knew at that point you couldn't really afford much. And I had just decided to clean out because there was a lot that I wasn't using. So at that time, I ended up with only double knits. And the good thing about that is whatever I was using and whatever was left over, you could combine it, because you only had the one weight in your
that makes it easy.
stash, you know, so that made life a lot easier. So because my husband said, I'm sleeping in a wool shop / bookstore. So I said, okay. And I just, even books that I bought that is good read, but I didn't get to it for 5 years. I said, no, well, if I didn't get to it, and I look at it and I say, am I going to read this in the next 24 months? No. You didn't read it in the last 5 years. You're not going to read it in the next 24 months. Let it go. And it just went. So Peter Griffin is the father character of the Family Guy.
That's what my husband looked like. That's what I was joking. My husband does not look like that. In fact, my husband doesn't like social media. And so he's always off camera. I guess the only person that he talks with was Ursula. He really likes Ursula. And then, once we were going to
She says that like he's been talking to me. He hasn't.
I know.
We were talking and he was my husband. How do you say? My husband doesn't talk to people. But when I'm talking to people, he's like writing, like being part. You want to be part of the conversation. Drive me nuts. I'm like, I'm talking to him. But he thought Ursula was such a nice person when I was talking to her.
But he's going.
For sure, I have good taste.
Bye, Colin, if you go, whenever you go.
And he said, well, he said, the lady from South Africa? I said, yes. Call her. We're going to go to Wahoo so we can show her Wahoo. And I sent her a message. Hey, Ursula, we are going to Wahoo. And then she answered, you're going to where? To do
Wow.
what?
Isn't a place called Wow? That's like Timbuktu. I don't know. That's too far. Let's go to Wow.
But I thought that he thought she would have fun with just because the name of the place. Wahoo. Where are you? I'm in the middle of Wahoo. Instead of the Wazoo. But I was about to say what I'm about to do as I'm organizing downstairs. I got the basement as my she shed, but my basement has carpet. We put it there. I couldn't be there because what's the name of that gas? Yeah, radon.
Oh, radon. Yeah, you need to stay out of there. Yes.
Where I live,
Yes.
the radon is very high. I do not know how to explain.
Can you get radon? Where does it come from?
Radon is a radioactive gas that comes out of the ground. It has no smell, and it causes lung cancer and some other stuff. But it's so we have a system that they put in my house. So I have shale. I have a lot of shale stone in my yard, and it sort of comes up through the.
Okay.
Yeah. So what they do is they suck all the radon out of your house so you don't die. Hate to be gross, but like I have a system that does that.
So I had to put the radon.
You should put that in. You should put that in.
Because my husband, nobody's going downstairs until this is done. I said,
no, it's very, very
my yarn
wise.
was there. So I had to buy a couple yarn to work with because he said I couldn't go there. And then he asked the person if my yarn was there when I opened the totes would be full of radon. But he said, no, leave it everything a little open and we'll be fine. So now that we are painting white because whoever had a basement before, paint like the grayish, navy bluish, very dark. I was like, yeah, because it's not a dungeon already.
It's a dungeon.
Sounds like military green. Maybe dark, maybe
very dark.
Okay. My basement doesn't have the well around the windows to give more light, and because it was just a space. It is tall enough for people of my height, hobbit size, and like if Ursula go there, Ursula has to walk like this.
Would have a hard time.
Yeah, like this. Because Ursula is tall.
Yes.
And I'm 5'1 3/4". So I can. My husband hits his head all the time when he
mine
goes
does
downstairs.
too.
I even wanted to make a little print of a head.
Yes.
Duck. But what I'm gonna do now that I'm already,
so we know.
Yes.
A warning with clearance.
Yes. I worked in a factory and I was the health person, health and safety. So I know you look out for these things and you need to put it.
I gotta put clearance 5'1 3/4.
I heard the 3/4. Yeah.
3/4 people. It's very important. That's what makes me a medium person, not a short.
0.75. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes you medium?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you're below, like if you're 4'9", you're considered short. My height is medium because you're tall. I'm medium. I'm happy being medium. I'm a happy medium. But what I'm gonna do about the yarn, what I'm gonna do, because I have yarn that I bought long ago that was discontinued, and it's good yarn, but it's like when people are in love, they fall out of love too. So, it's yarn that I fell out of love.
Wow.
And at the time I bought it, I wanted, but I end up with a lot of dead people yarn, and then the things stay behind and never used. And then I went blind for a year and a half, completely blind. When I got my vision back after 5 surgeries, they put a lens that enhanced colors. So even the colors of the yarn is not quite the same as I remember. Like the red just pop in my head, like red, like very aggressive. Red really pops very far away. So I think I'm gonna do a Marie Kondo with my yarn and say, It's not me. It's you. You got to go.
It's not. It's.
But you know what, Jen? I found when I did mosaic blankets. Oh, can you see me? Let's see.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
You can
Am
see
I
me?
here?
I'm
can
getting a
hear
few
you.
circle of doom here.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if it comes back right.
We see you.
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay, let's see.
Right, I'll check on the. Yeah, we can hear and see you on both.
Present. Jane present. Kathy present.
Oh no.
Huh?
My husband will murder me if I get more yarn. There will be killing.
Oh gosh.
My husband. Oh,
She left.
Fall out.
Then I got a Jurassic Park. She left
me.
us. She left us.
We'll be back.
She'll be
in a
back.
minute, don't worry.
It's not that I'm after bougie yarn, but I've decided that I don't want yarn unless it's something that I know that the quality is there, that it's not
Yes.
going to pill, it's not going to fall apart, it's not going to
Yes.
stretch.
Yes.
You know, that I want to make, especially because I want to make a lot of wearables.
Yes.
And I'm thinking in terms of making things and putting them away so that when my grandchildren have my great grandchildren, even if I'm not here, they have some heirloom items for the
Oh, that's nice.
babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
What?
I'm really getting discerning about what yarns I want to keep and buy, if I buy anything at all. And I just,
You're
I-
medium. You
and-
are medium.
yeah, and it's like
Oh,
I
you had to start her off again, didn't you?
socks.
Wait,
I really-
hang on, Jane. Hang on. Go ahead, Bonnie.
I really enjoy making socks, but
Mhm.
there is something about paying $35, $40 for a skein of yarn to make a pair of socks that just goes against my budget. You know,
Yes.
Doesn't sit
So-
right with me.
so it's not affordable. It's not realistic, you know.
Right.
And I
I
don't
agree.
like yarn snobbery. You know.
Right. See.
Well,
yeah.
if you have the funds, go for it.
But
So
there's
you-
so much in life that you don't. To me, my thinking, I can afford the $40 for a pair of socks. Don't get me wrong, but I'd
But
rather,
why?
Buy them at
I'd
40
rather
quid.
do
Bougie.
$20, which is still being bougie,
Yes.
and using that other $20 to buy somebody a meal that can't afford to eat.
I love it. I love it.
You know,
Yeah.
it goes against nobody could walk in our house without my husband feeding them. That was
Well,
one of the
that's-
things that we'd have families show up night after night. One in particular had 4 kids and they could
Wow.
not afford groceries. Literally, they were falling through all the social cracks and everything.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they knew that my husband would always feed the children. So he
Mm.
literally planned it in his food budget that we were feeding this family. And that went on for months. I mean, months he took care of his family.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I agree with you.
I can't do the $40 skein yarn.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes a
it's-
lot of sense. Yeah.
It feels like, to me,
Yep.
you know, it feels like, but do I need to? How can I justify that expense?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even if I could, I do not know if I. Well, I have a thing. I like sales, and I work at clearance. I work in
Like
retail.
what? Just repeat
I
that.
said the wrong word. I said clearance, but I worked in retail, and I remember a manager said, "Never, ever buy anything unless it's 70% off or more."
Yeah. Yeah, that's when you shop for the bougie.
That's when you buy the bougie yarn. Absolutely.
Then you know, then the bougie becomes affordable.
Exactly.
I saw Hobby Lobby. There is some yarn that is about yay thick. It feels like the thing is not even spawn. Have you
Mhm.
seen
Oh, yeah,
those?
the woven. Yeah.
$40. It's a huge ball. My dog is very attracted to that. I
Oh.
go, stay away. And it was $5. If anybody would like to try that, that's the time to do it now at $40 for that yarn that is about. You would have to knit or crochet with a broomstick or something
Yeah,
big.
it's really, yeah. And I bought one of those just to practice spinning.
Yeah,
And
I think
that's been good.
I think it's for drop spindles and all.
Yeah. Yep.
Think so? So that's not the yarn, it's just the fleece
Right.
that they're selling.
Yeah.
But there is a yarn about yay thick.
But it's a roving. Yeah, it's a roving.
And I was like,
I forget
wow,
what it's called, but
I would have to go in the back.
Yeah.
Break the shovel.
Yes.
Get the handle.
Get the broom handle. Yeah.
Crafting through a crochet hook to crochet that, because it's really thick. It's beautiful, but you wouldn't make 2 rows, and you gotta get another skein.
You would get carpal tunnel from using if you were to crochet.
One of my early videos shows some Erin knits cables, you know, all the Scottish type knits and all.
I love it.
Fisherman sweaters that my mom and my Auntie Em made almost 60 years ago. And those sweaters are still like brand new. Now I keep them in a cedar closet, but and that's just to prevent the moths, because when we lived up north, moths were a real issue and all, and it's now still down here. But that yarn is such a quality yarn that it's lasted, and it still looks brand new.
Yep.
That's why I've decided that I just don't want to buy something because it's cheap anymore. You know, I'm really.
You want a good quality for an affordable price.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So the lady.
I'm purpose driven in what I purchase now.
That's
that
good.
It's got to have a project in mind or not.
Yes.
What are you knitting there, Ursula? I can just see black and white stripes.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll tell you, that's pretty.
It's a knitted blanket.
Isn't that meant to
so
be
pretty? I love the colors.
It is pretty. But I'll tell you,
different from buying 40 worth of acrylic because it makes me happy. Yana, you know what? So she says, is buying one bougie yarn for $40 different from buying 40 worth of acrylic because it makes me happy? No, I think the thing is, we're all different. We like different things.
Yep.
I think do what makes you happy. That's why Linda and I are totally opposite. The amount of whips she has makes her happy. It would make me very anxious. But you see, so because to me, to know that there's so many unfinished things waiting to be done, you know, it feels like I'm behind in whatever I'm supposed to do. That's why I have like maximum 3 whips and that's it. So I think ultimately the person's happiness is more important.
And I'm just going to clarify, I'm not discriminating against people that buy very expensive yarn. For instance, what is the name? Bag O' Day. She had a yarn that cost over $100.
Oh, the Quivet,
because the way it was raised.
She can afford to and she wants to.
Yes. But you know, she likes it. If I had the money, I wouldn't buy it. You know, maybe I would buy for the content if that's my business. But as a regular Jane, because I'm not plain, but just a Jane, another Jane out there, I wouldn't buy. And if the reason for me, it would make me anxious, is opposite from other people. You might look at this mug, and this mug might be $100, and you look and you see the value and makes you happy. For me, I would buy a mason jar, and it would make me happy for 50 cents. I'm just saying, it's just what it makes you happy, because I'm like Bonnie. Because I grew up very poor with nothing, literally nothing. I don't say that very often. I didn't have a bed until I got married. Until the day I left Brazil, and my bed was a door and cans of paint. That's how we were. And it's not because my father couldn't afford it, because my father was an alcoholic. So all the money that he made, he spent with alcohol and other vices. But we were poor because of the situation of the alcohol. So to me, I think in my heart, I would prefer to help somebody else and buy something more affordable. But I do love when somebody buys something expensive and feel happy and they use it and they show it. It makes me happy as well to see how people enjoy.
I grew up the opposite, Jane. My dad was in business for himself. We weren't well to do, but we were definitely upper middle class. I never wanted for anything. The only thing my father ever refused me was my own horse. but I had use of horses. But everything,
How dare he.
I was
How
spoiled.
dare he?
Yeah, I know, huh? I was
Well,
spoiled
my mum
rotten.
went out and
I
got me a
mean,
second-hand Barbie one.
anything I ever wanted as a kid, it was mine, and things I didn't even know I wanted were mine.
Wow.
But my dad always said to me, we can afford to do all this if you remember that there are those who can't.
Yes.
And you're only going to continue to be blessed this way if you remember without saying anything to bless somebody else. It's between you and God.
Wow.
When he died, my mother never knew. One of my aunts from my mom's side of the family, they were missionaries over in Thailand, and they were dirt poor as missionaries over there.
Mm.
Yes.
She never knew until after he died, because my dad refused to tell anybody. But the minister at the church said to her, do you know your father has supported 3 different missionary families all their careers? He sent refrigerators, he sent motorcycles, he
Oh, my
sent
word.
money for food and all the rest of it.
Oh,
So
wow.
my mother said, how did this all go on and we didn't know? And he said, because he always came to me with the cash and said, do this because it's between him and God and it's nobody else's business.
Nice.
And he said, but your husband understood that you can't be happy with all those possessions if
Yes.
you know somebody else is miserable. It's not it's
Wow.
not the blab it and grab it or the plant a seed or any of that.
Yes.
How can you find happiness in a material item if you don't know that, if you do know that someone else can't eat, you know, that type of thing. So
yeah, it's thinking of the people. Yes, I also gotta think of the other people.
That's beautiful.
Good morning, Wicked Granny. My other channel this time, because this is the account I subscribed under first. Yes, Dawn Young Doll has not been subscribed for a day yet, but she will be.
She will be. Yeah.
Bonnie, I remember like that was long time ago when the earth was flat. There was monsters on the edge.
Oh.
You know, like when I was very young, I used to be a missionary. And
Really?
I think that, yeah, long time ago.
Okay.
When the earth was flat,
when the earth was flat,
Columbus.
and there was monsters on the edge before. Too, when there was, you know, I was a missionary when I was 22 to 23 years old, and I served in an area that the people was so poor. They're so poor. I never seen some. I thought I was poor.
Yeah.
When I was at home, then I saw them, and I was like, "Man, I'm filthy rich compared to that." Because I have food on the table, I have things. We didn't have stuff around the house, but you know, we had things. And I remember one thing that shocks me the most, and up to today, every time that thing hits me, it was that I was walking with the other missionary. We were going to Point B. I'm going to say like that. And there was this lady with bags in her head. And some people in Brazil can carry things in their head and hands. And there was those bunch of little kids, and they came, Mom, did you get it? And what they want was animal crackers, you know? So it was the like, whoa, my mom went to the grocery store, we're going to get animal cracker. Just think, animal crackers is the blast thing. And
no, they're good though.
I love them too.
I love them too.
I mean, compare animal crackers and the Oreo. You know, compare.
Okay.
You know, I love animal crackers.
Me too.
And I think because of that experience, I enjoyed them so much.
Yeah.
And I remember that lady had tears coming down when she said, I didn't have enough.
Oh, she
that broke my heart in so many pieces. You know how emotional I was. So the next day, I went to the store and I bought the biggest bag of animal crackers. You know, because I'm not sure why you guys don't sell like that big here. In Brazil, it's like huge and like a kilo. You know, it's like here's just like a 460 gram. I was like, that's not enough. But I knocked at her. Nothing, just kidding. I knocked at her door. She was looking at me like, what do you want? You know, I said, I got you animal crackers for your kids. The woman was very suspicious because imagine a stranger knocking your door with animal crackers for your kid. But she took it, and and I don't drink coffee, but she offered me coffee, and I said I don't need, thank you. And then I said a cup of water is okay, and it was to see those kids eating the animal crackers.
They were so happy, right?
Like they used to go to the bed. Oh, was priceless,
Yes.
So I didn't understand what your father thought, and it
Yes,
is
the principal he wanted to show her. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Poppy, show us. I want to see it.
show us.
Hello, Amanda.
Oh,
Oh, that's my show.
oh,
Nice.
it's beautiful.
Right.
So
Now,
beautiful.
I've got to the border and I've got an issue. Not a single one of the balls I've got left will go all the way round. For one
Oh,
round.
that is
Okay,
sad
show
when that
the
happens.
border
Yeah.
that you put on, because that looks beautiful. Show the
Nice.
border that you put on.
Yeah, I'm just playing around, but
Yes, but you're playing around nicely. I'd like to see what you're playing around with. Look at this.
Oh, it's pretty.
At the moment, I finished off your actual pattern, and then did your chain row of the border.
Yes.
When you carry on the border, you were adding double crochets, weren't you, and increasing each time. So I can't get round. I can't get round on double crochet. So
It's like a frill. Yeah.
I've done little peacocks. Right, I'm gonna actually strip this back and redo it because I'm gonna have to do. It's gonna do my head in. Otherwise, I've got to work out a way of blending it properly because I'm gonna run out of purple next. But I had to change colours because I had about this much left that I couldn't peacock. So my top row has gone all of the way around. So I'm adding the border as I go across the top as well. So what I've then done is worked into the peacocks again and used those as sort of like a little magic ring sort of scenario. So they've got 5 double crochets in. Hold on, it looks better that way. Yeah, 5 double crochets.
A bit more up. Yeah,
and
there
then
we go.
stitch across.
Lovely.
It's
So,
cute.
Love that.
well,
Yeah, the
I was
border's
thinking
nice.
it's meant to have beads in it, but I didn't do beads. So in my head, they look like beads.
You don't have to do beads. You don't have to do beads.
But yeah, it's just a case of trying to get round now and hope that I'm gonna have enough yarn. The thing is,
What yarn are you using? She's asking.
I'm just using So
Learn
Crafty.
in.
It's a pack from Aldi that I got years ago. The pack at the time cost $4.99. And it came. Hold on, I can pull out another pack.
All right. Hi, everyone on the panel in the chat just coming in. Hope everyone had a great weekend and safe weekend. Yes, not the end. How are
Not the
you?
end.
What's in your cup? What's in your hook?
Right, so the pack is it's like the one that I was using was called Cool Neutrals, and they're 50-gram balls in 5 different colours. So you get the pack and they're laid out a bit differently than this, but this is what they look like on the shelf scenario.
So it looks like a double knit acrylic, is it?
Yeah, so it's just the bog standard DK, but you get it in packs of 10 50-gram balls. But you're only getting 5 colours. And I'm trying to clear and get rid of all the Aldi yarn because you cannot get the same colour ever again. When I first started Poppy I bought some Poppy Red, and they still haven't bought the red back.
Bye, Christine.
And it's been 4 years.
Hi, Christine.
So it's a nightmare trying to get a colour match for any of their yarns.
So did you say what is the name of the brand? Aldi?
Yeah, it's the one that we get from the Aldi shop in the special bin.
Like the grocery stores?
Yeah,
Aldi?
they have
Aldi.
But if she knows it's a double knit, then it's one can substitute for whatever is in the area.
Aldi had a yarn here once.
Yeah, they don't get it here in the U.S. Aldi. Not too
I
often.
need to. I'm not being.
It was so
horrible, but you've got
expensive.
others.
And it's expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, it was over $6 this came.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm going to have
What,
Aldi.
Aldi?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, the Aldi, they really overcharge. They give you a lot of, like the one, let me see. I don't know if I have
You
it
have
up.
to pay for postage, so probably.
But the,
Something that I've heard about.
yeah,
the
they have
UK
big
based one.
skeins
Hi,
though.
Susan.
Yeah, they're like,
They're big, pretty big.
not like a pound of love, but the size upon the lap of
Aran
just a
ball.
fluffiness.
Oh, wow. 300 grams.
This one's
Wow.
where is it? I think
Yeah,
this is
for
the
sure
Aran
we don't
ball.
have that
Yeah,
here.
they're 400 grams. The Aran ones.
Would it be half of
I
that,
think
I
it's like
guess?
that. But that's old prices, you see. They're the old
That's right.
prices from when I purchased them.
Making a draft
Um,
blocker. Oh,
But you
what's
can only
that?
get it 3 times a year. The
Yeah.
colorways are never the same.
Mhm.
Why do they do that? I mean, is that, if you have a company, is that good for the company?
Well, what it is it comes under
They
the
probably
banner
think
of a
it is.
yarn event. So they not a yarn event, sorry, a craft event. So not only are they selling wool, but they're selling
Mhm.
sewing machines, there's fat quarters,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
buttons,
good.
and all these other bits and pieces. But of course, it's only for that week.
Right. It's
You
quick.
can get
Yeah. It's in and out.
Yeah, it's just a week.
It's
And
for
then-
a week or until it runs out, because what
Until
they'll
it runs
do is
out,
they
yeah.
move that bin with whatever the leftovers is
But-
into a different aisle for the following week's new one to come in. But it
Right.
won't get discounted.
But over
for
there
a
they
week
have
a
3
month.
times a year.
It's only 3 times a year.
Okay.
Here, I
She's
swear
back.
it's like in the last 8
Yeah.
years I've seen once, and the yarn was basically gone, but I saw it was very expensive for $6 a skein.
Yeah, for the I'm trying to think what I paid. For the 100-gram balls, you get a pack of 4 for $4.99 now. It's gone up £1.
Oh,
But it's like, so you're getting 400 grams in the DK for $4.99, just shy of £5. I don't remember what the Aran price is. I have got a video where I showed all the prices from the last yarn event on my channel anyway. So if you wanted to go and have a nose, you could have a look there at the colours that they did have and things. But in the big scheme of things, it's now a waste, because if you craft in the UK, they're bringing in new laws that if you sell your items, you have to have certain certificates and you have to do certain things.
Oh.
And you have to have traceability on your yarn.
Wow.
And you can't trace the Aldi because they get it from different sources each time they bring it in. So
Wow.
the yarn could
Wow.
be from China, it could be from lots of different places, and then they just put their ball band on it. So there's no
Wow. That is
yes,
harsh.
ours comes from Turkey.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
factory here puts their own ball band on it, but it comes from Turkey.
yeah. Don't get me
And
wrong, Aldi will use Turkey as well, but
Turkey makes yarn for a lot of different companies under their license. So kind of there's many companies. Let me think. There's Style there's quite a few UK companies that get all their yarn from Turkey, but it's under license, so they can use their own ball bands on
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Yeah, everything from Aldi is like made by Aldi or distributed by Aldi. That's all it says.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the prices are low. Not in the yarn over here, but
To be honest though, you've got some brilliant sales and you've got some brilliant shops over there that do proper sales.
Right?
I don't think that our big box store that we have over here actually does a decent sale. They say it's the main one they run is a 3 for 2. Like buy 3 balls, pay the price of 2.
Yes,
But
that's what we do too. We don't have huge
the
sales
price
like
of
they do.
3 works
It's
out.
amazing.
But are the price more
No,
affordable than, because like the cake that she showed right now is $9, right? Until next month when they come with the new cakes, probably gonna be 10 or 12. I don't know. But every time
Ours
they have
is
a clearance, they come back.
that sale
So-
price that she had up there, the sale price that she had, is what we
No,
would pay.
the original price is what you like, $12. If we didn't
So
have
her
the
sale price is our original price.
price.
Oh, okay.
La, I'm coming to yours, Ursula.
That's
So
why I'm
this is more
saying to Granny
affordable.
B, she must come to South Africa because she will think South Africa is for sale. Because the currency is so strong compared to ours. So
Okay.
So how much is a mandala yarn or something like a mandala?
No. That's a
UK
very broad statement. Just narrow it down a little bit. Like,
if I was in the UK and I tried to buy the mandala yarn at the moment, I'm looking at around £7 to £10 per cake because of import taxes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Would you
It's
agree,
almost
Linda?
the same price. We are paying 6 something. Unless it goes on sale for 5.
Yeah, we can't get it
Okay.
on sale.
okay, let me tell you that this, you see this, yarn art flowers goes here for about 215 ZAR, which is $11.83.
Oh.
Pay about the same in pound. I can get it between 10 and
This
12.
But it's
And
huge.
Yeah.
Yes, this is 1,000 meters.
That blows my mind.
A very good quality. But if
Yeah.
you buy, and let me just quickly see, if you buy a normal acrylic, our go-to acrylic would be 24, 22 rands. Let me quickly see what that is.
Just turkey.
£1.01, Ursula.
Mm-hmm.
I think about.
Yeah, $1.21 is the normal
okay.
price for a go-to yarn.
So basically, all we
It's
have
not
the
on
big
sale,
yarn.
that's the regular price.
Yeah, the price for Hobby Lobby is something like Aldi. They have their own product. That's why every year they just continue more and more other like Lion Brand, any other thing you almost don't find on Hobby Lobby. And for the next year, they are not selling anything that is not Hobby Lobby, right?
See, there
So
she says
they can do these big sales and just move the product. Now, if you go
Yeah.
to Michael's or Joann's, where there is the name brand, then the sales are not that big.
Yeah.
It is big.
Yeah,
It's
no.
a good sale, but it's
From
not
the
as cheap.
Jana is from the US, but she lives in South Africa most of the year, hey? So, and she says yarn from Turkey in South Africa is very reasonable. And most of our yarn comes from Turkey, our go-to yarn, our go-to acrylic. Hello, Reggie.
United States majority
darling.
was,
Yes,
sorry,
Joy.
used to be from China. What, like, to me was very harsh and dry and brittle. And when we start getting yarn from Turkey, we were like, ooh.
Yeah, this
It
is
wasn't
from
until a
Turkey,
couple years ago.
but it's Hobby Lobby, but from
It's
Turkey.
soft,
See,
isn't
that's
it?
why in September when I go to Turkey, I'm going to Turkey for a city break, Istanbul, and I plan to get all my yarn from what I need from Turkey.
Yeah.
So guys, this is navy blue. I know it. Will it
Glad that I can
nice
see.
on there on that hat, or should I put a white one?
Oh, no, that navy blue looks
I like
pretty.
the navy. That's calling me.
I'll go for the
Do you have a
navy.
choice? Sorry, I was
So I'll
looking
put
up.
that one on there. Will that
Yes.
be all right on that hat?
I love it.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Love that
And then for this one, I've got this colour. I need to fluff it up a bit because it's been. I've got this one for this colour hat.
Ooh, look
You
at
see
that.
how
I
I've
like
picked
it.
because it's got the burgundy there.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm thinking
This
I like
is cool.
it.
Yeah, it's got more pizzazz rather than just going with the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pizzazz.
that's
I
what I
like
thought.
the contrast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reggie would go white. Okay, Reggie. Sugar Reggie votes white.
Oh, you'd go white.
No,
I'm
this is-
sorry, I thought you said wine then.
Oh,
What is
No,
the
no,
name
no.
of this
You're
lady?
saying- you're saying
Flourish
white?
Evermore.
Yeah, there's the
Well,
white
the
one.
white does bounce with the stripe. I didn't
Yeah.
see the white to start
No,
with.
yeah,
I
that
think
looks good.
it caused too much division because it was blue and then white, then blue and then
Me personally, I would go for the navy blue.
Me too.
Okay. Yes. I think you'll have to make another one and use the white.
yeah. There you go.
And then I'm
There you
going to use that on that one because it'll bring out the burgundy in it because
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
more
Oh,
blue
yes.
and I
Oh,
just
yes.
think it'll make it pop. So that's what I'm going to do.
Cool.
Reggie thinks the white brings it together. Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. See, you've got to make another one.
Yeah.
So the one causes division and the other one brings it together.
Yep.
Unity.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like the blue. Linda says Teresa. Wow, came in just in time to see Linda's beautiful hats. Oh, yes, you did.
Thank you.
Jen
Thank
also
you,
likes
guys.
the white. You should
What
put
is the
two
name?
photographs up on your channel, on your community tab, and get a poll, Linda.
What is the name of this lady? Flourish Evermore. What is her name?
Yana. Yana.
I've seen her
Wow.
stuff, and she
seen her
crochets like on your page on Facebook.
Oh,
the
right.
stuff she
The crochet
makes.
creations, they are. All right.
My goodness, her stuff is just to.
She's very talented.
She crochets so well. One day when I grow up, I'm gonna be just like her.
The girl.
Like,
I will.
But you're
For now,
too
I'm
tall
just-
already.
who are
Yes.
you going to be like, Jane?
Flourish Evermore.
So I got
Yana.
this white one. What about that one?
Yeah, you
Nice.
see, that's the thing. That's what they say. Let me
I-
solo you.
I don't
So,
know. I would say
A-
that one was more child friendly. Be more
Yes.
what I would do with a little one.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I went with the navy blue, because this is more of an adult hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't. Not 100%.
Cool.
You've only got a little head as our
So
Linda.
cute.
Yeah, she does have a little head.
Okay, now
I
hold
have
the
a
white
huge
one
head.
up.
So it, you know, hats. Oh.
A?
No, it's definitely the navy.
B.
Okay, for the adults, yeah, okay, I still go for the navy. I have all my chores done this morning, so I have the rest of the day to craft and watch YouTube videos. Who needs watch hours? Oh, Cheryl, that's fantastic.
It's very nice.
No, it would be
Just-
fun with the white one if you make a whole white hat.
Oh yeah, if I plan to do, I've got plan to do
Hello,
some
Dawn.
knitted white hats for children.
Oh.
That would be. I do not know. It would be.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yana is very talented.
I do not know the word. I'm going into English. My hair looks so weird today. Good Lord.
Hello. Hello,
I was on my
Renee. And Lauren.
This is my hair.
She
Maybe
said
that's
it's
what's
on
going
blue
on.
though. I don't know.
Oh. Oh.
Where did you get the pom-poms, Linda? Says Susan.
Susan, the pom-poms have been in my Amazon. These ones I got from Amazon.
Oh.
I got a bag of them.
I gave.
A mixture of there was black,
Mhm.
navy, white, burgundy,
Mhm.
grey,
Wow.
brown.
Wow.
So I got a pack
Lots
them
of colors.
off
Are
Amazon.
they real fur or fake fur?
Oh no, they're fake fur.
Definitely fake.
And the
Oh, I wouldn't
Well,
even
there
think.
there are people that sell
They've got-
real fur.
I need to put a button inside
Unfortunately.
the hat, and then
Yeah.
I can this when they want to wash the hat, they can just take the button off.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Oh, there was a couple. There
The
was
white
some
one is
days
like a
there.
bunny jumped into your head, says Reggie. Yeah, you see, after all, I think the navy looks good for the adults.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you need to just do the vote because I've seen couple A's and I see several B's. I think it is a tie.
Do the poll, yeah. Do the poll if you want, yeah.
Okay,
No,
who wants A or B?
No, not here on her community tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
your
Take a
channel.
picture and say A and B.
I've already decided, guys. It's navy
did?
blue.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Already done.
Right, what we
You
say.
did it, Reggie.
the reason I'm
Linda
both
did it.
navy blue.
The nerve of you, Linda, thinking your
think the
vote
white-
counts.
I'm worrying about her choice.
Oh, hello. So I sewed my ends in.
Yes, you cannot just, that catches my eye every time. That's beautiful. So these squares are all heading for a blanket.
They are, but like Ashley MOPS made me do this.
Oh, Viva Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that green. I like that green.
Thank you. Yeah, this is like a Christmas green.
Exactly,
I like
Reggie.
this, Reggie. Linda, look at that comment. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
She did it, Reggie. She's the dictator of her channel. She'll
She is the
decide.
dictator. Yes.
I like that. Oh, I like it.
I like
like
these
that
colors.
blue.
I don't have any more of this. Sadly, I got to get more.
Are you
Ooh,
sure? I
this
see
is good
something on the
morning.
shelf that is very similar.
It's
Yeah,
yeah. But let me
beautiful,
show you this though. This is my blankie. Here's my
I
blankie.
like that
Ooh,
royal.
ooh. Oh, yes.
It's my
Hello,
blankie.
Sheila.
It's getting big.
Okay.
It's growing. Thank you.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Laura.
Ashley was in
Hi,
here. Yes, she
Sheila.
was.
She was
Or
in here
in.
somewhere. So
She
she'll be,
was or
she'll be
in.
proud. She'll be proud.
I have a question for you since it's a question time, I guess.
Yes.
Q&As. I can't eat my yarn. No, that's not the
Hi,
question.
Reggie. Thank you for popping in. I so appreciate it. You need to go get the kids from the kindergarten.
Ooh, I missed
Go,
it.
go.
Oops.
So I put these
Have a good
eggs
day, Reggie. Nice
on
to
the
see
shelf.
you.
So,
I love that.
Oh, that's pretty.
oh, is that mine?
I was about to put the
Thank you.
Counter Blessings trim with
Yes.
the little chain.
Yes.
But my mom never worn a shawl or
Yes.
scarf or anything because she always lived in Rio. So I
Oh.
thought all those dingling things hanging there and here,
Yeah.
she would get caught somewhere and she would get frustrated.
Oh,
Because my mom is very frustrated. She get
It's
frustrated.
dangerous. It's a
Yeah, you
danger.
walk around, you know. It's like us medium people. We are walking around and all of a sudden our sleeve get caught
Oh,
on
yeah.
the door.
Oh,
The doorknob
Terrible
catches you, and it's like,
It
yeah.
does, you know. How many captains got ripped with that? I
Yes.
can't tell. So I did this. So I, in the middle, because I'm not sure if I cannot show very well. The puff stitch goes
Mhm.
sideways. I'm not sure if it's very.
It leans
Yeah,
toward the
Yeah, it looks
side.
lovely. I like
Mhm.
that. That looks lovely, that, Jane.
yes.
So when I got to the middle, I made one puff stitch, no direction. So I do not know how to change the direction. I'm an adventurous beginner. So I'm gonna start the other side from here.
Mhm.
So both goes
They
in the
lean
same
toward
direction.
each other.
Is there a way that I can continue here and just? I don't think there is a way that I can make them all facing this way. Like this is facing this way.
Mhm.
Is there a way that I can continue and just change the direction? No, right?
Well, that's
I
what
would have
was
just
doing,
continued, but I mean, if you're going to try that, let us know how it works out.
Yes.
Oh gosh, they're gonna end up in tears, fighting with cats. But
That's a
I think
beautiful
it turned
color.
out okay.
I
I think it
love
turned out
it.
okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
And I
right, so
think
you were working
beautiful.
along
Yeah,
with
I
with
think
the
it's more
edge,
than okay, all right. I do think it's more than just okay.
I think I'm sorry, I didn't block it yet, but I think with the edge,
That's fine. You
it
know the
looks
knitted
good.
blanket I'm busy with now? That's okay. That
Mhm.
shawl is more than okay.
Absolutely.
Just tell you.
I do not know. I think it's just okay. It's the first time I did this kind of shawl, and I was like, I think it's the color for
Pretty.
me that
It
Yes.
is
that doesn't
beautiful.
go
Yeah.
from a good to great when you know.
Mhm.
No,
Just
it's
this
because
big.
you don't love
What
pink,
you-
probably.
what
But
you
I mean,
could
if you're a
do-
pink lover,
It wasn't that.
Mhm.
Because
God.
you see here where there is pink, see here where the pink is mixed with the gray and the other colors.
Yeah.
I didn't notice due to the headache. I didn't know that this first skein did not mix at all. See,
Oh,
it's
right.
solid, but it's the
Let me see
same.
what you can see. I'm going to follow you.
Okay, see,
Okay.
the gray is gray,
Yep.
the mauve is mauve, the purple, but all the other skeins are like this, mixed.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yep.
right.
It still
So-
looks lovely.
It is
looks
very
wicked,
pretty.
and it looks like it's planned.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's like you
Looks
planned
like
that.
that's what you wanted to do.
Yep.
So I got a thing like this, and when I start crocheting,
Ah.
a pink, and I was
Yes.
like, okay, what is it?
That's
But
cool.
when I looked, the lot was a different lot.
Yes.
So I bet somebody fell asleep on the job. so it didn't
What
mix.
kind of show the face of that yarn? What kind of label is that?
This was last year's. Your birthday gift to me was Hobby Lobby clearance.
Oh, I love it. Katerina.
Katerina. Okay.
And they were discontinued last year. No longer exist.
Mm.
They
Why would
are,
they continue that? Because it's so beautiful. I just don't get
Yes.
it.
because they were like, what is the name of the soft from? Oh my goodness, they are fighting here. Hold on. Get away from me. They were like a landscape or whatever from Lion Brain.
Mm.
All right.
It's the same everything except it's a little bit more twisted and it changed color. And the landscape was like more like that one, but the softness,
Mhm.
everything is the same.
Cool.
I'm not
Bonnie, do you
sure.
want to say something? Bonnie looks like she's waiting for a moment to say, I've got to go.
Because
Bonnie, I'm sorry.
no, that's, your shawl is gorgeous. I just wanted to say hi to Cindy and to Renee because those are the gals I was bragging on, and Sheila, that they
Oh.
always remember to say hello to me in general chat. And I finally get to say hi.
Aw.
Yay! I'm so glad Bonnie decided to join us today. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's always lovely to see our Bonnie.
I'm obsessed
so
with making
happy.
beanies with my Eddie, says Dawn. Oh, wow. So many projects I want to crochet, but I keep making hats.
Yeah.
Give to the charity Hearts for Humanity. Oh, Hearts
Oh,
for
nice.
Humanity. What a nice name. Hello, Miguel. How are you doing? Hi,
Hi,
Bonnie. I
Miguel.
didn't realize it was you on the panel. Yes. Can you imagine? I mean, how often do we see her on the panel? It's like such a treat.
I think
Why?
you should have her just be there for a minute so people will believe it was her.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was there. A solo. Yes, it was.
Imagination.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bonnie. Say again.
I said I'm a figment of her imagination.
Bonnie exists. Good morning, Roberto. Good morning,
Hi,
Ash and everyone in the
Roberta.
chat.
Morning, darling.
Hi,
We have tornadoes
Renee.
and high winds. Power went out on Saturday, just came back in.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow,
How are you doing,
Roberta.
Roberta? Is everybody
I'm
okay?
glad.
Your family and everything?
Coco's Crochet from Down Under. Hello, my sweetheart. Must be late for you. I
Yeah.
think going to be late. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hi, Roberta. Glad you are okay. All right. Yes, absolutely. We're glad you're okay, Roberta.
Yeah, I keep on thinking about all the
Saturday.
fires in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, we
That's
saw
really
it
good.
this morning on the news.
on our
so-
news yesterday. What the devastation, the tornado.
Oh, wow.
wreaked
So,
havoc.
so
It was
far,
awful.
26 deceased. Yeah,
How many?
Yeah.
26.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's what I was saying this morning as well over here on Sky News in the UK.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, we seldom
lot
get
of-
weather like that. That's
Mhm.
that's serious. That's not kidding around.
Well, it was quite a serious one, wasn't it? There wasn't
Mhm.
a lot of warning on it or something. So
it's always hard at nighttime because if people don't have their emergency radios on, they don't get a
Oh,
warning
right.
while they're sleeping.
Right.
Sirens come with a delay too sometimes.
Mhm. Oh, listen, you guys. Ursula, can I put something on your prayer list? Okay.
Absolutely. Why
All
do you
right.
have to? Why are you
So
asking?
I don't want to bring everybody down, but
No, just say it.
there was an explosion at a factory in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Yes,
So
chocolate
if-
factory.
Yeah, it's called Palmer Candy Factory, and they lost a few employees. It was really scary. So if everybody can just kind of send prayers to the Palmer Candy Factory in Reading, Pennsylvania. That would be
Palmer. Palmer.
apostrophe S, I think. But let me see. But yeah, I think it's Palmer's Candy,
Did
and
they find everybody that was missing?
I don't think so. I haven't checked the news this morning.
Oh,
There were two
wow.
I
people
haven't
missing
either.
yesterday. When
Yeah.
I looked, yeah.
Wow. That
So
is
it's
Oh,
really,
wow. No, we
and
just keep them in our prayers for
Yeah.
sure.
and it's a
will
little
keep
tiny.
on
It's in a little.
listening.
It's a little tiny. Not little.
Small town.
Not tiny, but it's in the corner of the city, And there's some, housing in that area, so it was pretty
And
scary.
what city is that? What state?
Reading, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Okay, Pennsylvania. Okay, I will look it up because I'm sure there will be something on YouTube.
Yeah, they thought it was a gas leak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Oh wow.
Oh, yep.
That
And
is
all. Yeah.
shocking.
Thanks,
we
Dawn.
That's why we pray for them. All right. It's unusual for this type of weather to get there, so they weren't prepared, says Wicked Granny. Oh, okay. I saw that Kelly said Wicked Granny. It looked pretty bad too. Yes, Linda.
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. Well, and on a totally different thingy, I come out of my room, to go and have lunch, and there on the floor is a little pile. Rick's clearing out his study. And there on the side are all my birthday cards that my dad had sent me over the years that I'd
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So he said, "Are you keeping them?" And I said, "Yes,
Of course.
Absolutely.
What kind of question is that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh God."
Mm-hmm.
And I found some photographs of him as well. And
Yep.
sorry guys, I just had to share with you. It was just
cool.
like,
No, I mean that is very unexpected. Well, at least you caught it, and he said before he tossed it.
Yes.
Oh, Linda, how precious this Coco. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that made me think something.
And I was in Hobby Lobby on Saturday. My son and daughter-in-law wanted to shop not for yarn, but for stuff for the garden. And I'm wandering around the store. And when I came back over to join them, my daughter-in-law looked at me and she says, "Mom, what's the problem?" I had a total and complete meltdown. I started crying in the store because I saw a sign, and my husband and I always said, "I loved you then, I love you still, always have, always will." We always said that to each other every single day.
Oh, my word.
And we had exchanged that sentiment only moments before he passed away. I saw the sign and I fell apart in the store.
Of course.
Oh,
3
man.
years later, and basically, other than I love him and I miss him,
Yes.
I thought I had worked through the grieving process.
Yeah.
Saw it and totally melted down in public. So unlike me.
Yeah.
That
happens.
And it happens. It kind of like me and my sister and I. My sister was the carer for my mom, and I was the carer for my dad. Yeah. So kind of, it's quite fresh for her. I'm still grieving for my mum. Don't get me wrong, but I was a lot.
It's the difference in closeness. Yeah.
Mom. And we were just sitting and we were having a drink and we were just reminiscing about what our parents and June just totally lost it. She just we were talking about something and she kind of she just lost it, and I'm sat there holding her hand. I'm trying not to cry because she's crying. It was just a poignant moment, and we were talking about rainbows because the day that my dad passed away, we were going home from the hospital after we left him and that.
Wow.
And there were these 2 double rainbows. Rainbows, a double rainbow. One was quite prominent, and the one above it was like watercolor. So June and I, we went and had lunch, and then we went to do some more shopping. And we come out of one particular shop, and we looked up at the sky, and there were 2 rainbows.
Wow.
Exactly the same as what I saw with when I lost Dad. Yes. And we just looked at one another, burst out crying in front of this shop and holding on to each other and we just looked at each other and said to each other and said, "That's Mum and Dad telling us." Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
To cry. It's okay for you and me to connect again. and be friends again and whatever. And it just made the day for both of us.
Right.
So it was just lovely. It was just such a coincidence that we were talking about it and everything. And then we come out of this shop after having a ball in the shop, laughing and joking and picking things out that we know we wouldn't wear. You know, oh, Linda, this has looked good on you. And I'm thinking, yeah, and I'm doing the same for her. And, you know, and my mum hated the colour green, absolutely hated it, and everything green we were picking up and saying, "This is suit me, mum," and you know, we were just joking and you know having fun. And then to come out the shop and see these double rainbows, well, that just finished the pair of us off then for the day. So we sat in the car crying like idiots.
Oh wow.
It was so I completely understand where you're coming from, Bonnie, you know, kind of, you know, I totally understand. It doesn't matter whether it's 3 months, 3 years, 10 years, you will always get something that will just trigger it.
Yeah.
So back to
two rainbows were united.
Yeah.
Tornado Park within a quarter-mile of where I took my grandsons for lunch Saturday in Pennsylvania. When we got home, there was down wires and all. I live on the on the Ohio-Pennsylvania line. Oh wow, Roberta.
Wow.
Linda, that is fantastic. I tell you that. And Bonnie, because I saw the Facebook post that you did. And
yeah, that was lovely.
My son looked at my daughter-in-law and said, "Go get it."
Yeah.
You know what?
I kind of it brought tears to my eyes, and I thought, oh, how lovely for Bonnie. I just thought it was wonderful. Bonnie.
I've never seen that on anything before like that. You know, I mean, it was just one of those. For some reason, it hit.
Yes. You know, when my daughter was diagnosed with cancer, and then my son with autism, and you know, it's shock, it's traumatic. You go through it. Then the center that we worked for made they had a where you raise money, fundraiser for something. But in the process of doing this, they had asked someone who makes videos to make a video of my son and my daughter and so on. Anyway, I got to see this video that is probably like 2-3 minutes. It's a song that this guy sings that he had autism and he wrote the song. Now someone sang the song, and while the song is playing, the slideshow is playing.
Oh wow.
Man, for the first time I saw this because I wasn't involved in making the video. But what they did was they took all the pictures in sequence, so it's like I was faced with everything that I'd gone through in a slideshow, and I just couldn't get over it. I couldn't for some reason. No, but it was like I mean, Jessica was out of it already, and I mean, Jonathan was making good progress, but it was just so you don't realize, because obviously I'm going through it. So often people used to tell me they've read this book about this person with autism. You should also read it. The more I want to say, I don't want to read it. I'm living it. I don't want to read about it. Yes. So, you know, but then when I saw this slideshow, and I'm glad I saw it before the evening. Imagine the event came and I saw it for the first time. But it was a very good slideshow. It's just that you go through something and you don't really want to face it. Can I say face it?
Yeah.
Because you're too busy just surviving. Yeah. And to get to the other side. Yeah. And then, because I read a book about a girl that had survived a plane crash. And the plane crashed a small plane crashed on this mountaintop. And she had come down this icy mountain. And at some point, she started hallucinating. The 3 friends that was with her died. And the one, I mean, the one was the pilot, the co-pilot, and her and another girl. She made it down that mountain peak to the little village in the valley and arrived there, I think 3-4 days later, and knocked on the door. And the first people that opened the door showed her away because they thought she was a bum, just a homeless person. And the next house that she arrived at, or the third house, then she was standing at the front door, and actually the sheriff or the police person came and said, we were looking for you for 4 days already, and they took her somewhere. And then I think it was a year later she visited that place again, and she went to stood at the foot of the mountain and looked up, and it's actually only then that it hit her what she's been through, because she looked up at those mountains and she could not believe that she survived and came down those mountains without, because it was actually so difficult. I would say more impossible to climb it than anything. So it was a miracle that she had survived this. So you see, so it's maybe after at least an hour long that you face with something and suddenly, wow, all the emotions come back. And so I totally agree that. I wanted to say hello to Jess that came in. She's so close to her 2K mark. So send yourself up, sweetie, and we will get you there.
I used to listen to Taz when I was very sick. Taz has the coolest voice. I'm not sure if you agree with me, but her voice is so soothing when you don't feel good. It was amazing.
It's nice when you find somebody that's got a voice like that.
Yeah, it was her and Spider. I forget the Mr. Right.
Yeah, it is a special gift, Annette. It is.
Absolutely. Granny D, I see you came into the building. Hello, my sweetheart. You're in my prayers. I especially pray for Granny D. Please, Lord, I don't want to wake up and hear anything's happened to Granny D. Oh, no. Oh, no.
So
hello, Ursula.
Love her.
Sorry,
I said we need to let her know how much we love her. And when Kelly said that, it reminds me something that my family, me and my brothers, we were always something like, people don't understand why I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I make my husband's lunch, because it could be that one day something happened and he doesn't come back home from work.
Yeah.
So even though sometimes I'm so medicated that I put the dog, my dog has a banana, a treat, a squeaky toy. And instead I put a real banana, I put the dog toy on his lunch. And he was laughing, because I woke up and I was like a zombie. And I just put that thing there. And he said he laughed so hard that the whole office goes like, what's wrong with him? Because my husband doesn't laugh that much. He's a very serious man, believe it or not. But we need to let people know how loved they are while they're here. And
Absolutely.
That's what I always wonder when things happen.
And Rick and I always, every day, we get up in the morning, we say good morning, love you. Last thing at night, we give each other a kiss and say love you. And and
when we are mad, we go, I love you. Just go to work, but I love you. That's. But you have to know. I'm not sure if anybody ever done that, because it's not every day is all wonderful. Some days that person drives you mad, and sometimes you drive that person mad.
Some days you got good one there.
When my husband goes like, I love you, I said, yeah, I love you too. Go to work, leave me alone.
Get away from me. No.
When my husband had open heart surgery, I stayed at the hospital, but at the time they didn't allow you to stay in the rooms, and he was in the ICU anyway after the surgery. And around about 10 o'clock, the nurses came and said, no, you really need to go home because you won't be able to visit him until first thing in the morning anyway, and you need to get some rest. And I said, no, I'm staying because I know he's going to wake up around 11 o'clock was our bedtime at that time of our life. And he's going to say, I love you. Good night, chum. I know he's going to do that because that was his 11 o'clock routine every single night, no matter if sometimes it was a growl when we were angry.
Yeah, I love you too.
Yeah. But anyway, they didn't believe, no, he's so doped up, he'll never know. Well, and this is back when we were like 40 something. So, we're talking 30 some years ago. Well, anyway.
Wow.
It was it was sometime after 11 o'clock, only a few minutes. The nurses came out to the sunroom and said to me, "You were right, Mrs. DeCrocco. We really need you to come in and settle your husband down. He's getting really upset and trying to pull at everything, and he's trying to say something, and we don't know what." I walked in and I said, "Oh, honey, it's bedtime. Good night. I love you." And through the ventilator, he mumbled and fell asleep. That was it. And the nurse looked at me. She goes, "What? Oh, talk about a habit." And I said, "I told you."
Yeah, it's
she knows.
Your brain works. I looked after a gentleman who was in his later years and was actually diagnosed with memory loss, Alzheimer's. So even I'm having issues, but he had memory loss, and he was in the later stages. So he had a couple of phrases that he would say constantly, and we didn't not everybody cottoned on, and I was only 18, if that. I was 18. I'd only been in the job a little while, and his phrase was, "Bed at 9, up at 7, someone's calling." And people were like, "This is doing our head in," because he would say it in his sleep. And there was another chap that was across the way, and it used to wind him up something chronic because that's all he could hear all night. And one at the end of one of these shifts, one day, I just looked at my watch. I went, "Oh, it's coming up to 9. Let's get you in bed. I'll be in at 7. I'll give you a call." Don't know why I said it, but basically I turned his words on him. And it turned out that his daughter used to phone him up and say goodnight to him in the evening. She'd say, "Right, come on, Dad, bed at 9, up at 7, I'll give you a call in the morning to check you up." And she used to say that to him so much that it became so ingrained that was what he remembered with his Alzheimer's. Really? And that's what settled him. It was the first night in about 3 years that boy had been quiet throughout. So much so the neighbours were worried. They had to go. They were going in and listening for his breathing just in case the worst happened. And I was like, "No, I just told him I was in at 7 and I'd give him a call. Did I do something wrong?" And they were like, "No, you've just found a puzzle piece." And now the other people in the rooms around can get a solid night's sleep and not be woken up by him, sort of with his repetitive talking in his sleep. But it is really strange how your brain works.
Yes. Annette says, "My hubby always put on coffee every morning and asked if he sleep well. I didn't know if I'd miss it. I would miss it that much." You see, it's the things that you don't know.
It's the little
things.
Yeah, it's the little things, isn't it? So it's not the big things; it's the little things that that
what we think is mundane. Yeah,
it's like I remember before I got my disability, and I was so sick. And I know we just had I'm not saying that for empathy. I'm just saying the story, But at the time, before when you're sick and before you get disability, you go through at least 2 years without working, and finances get very hard, and sometimes you almost go bankrupt before because you're trying to stay healthy with treatment, with insurance, house, and everything, and your health is sucking all the money. And I remember we used to have $20 a week to buy groceries. And I remember I like blue, but I have no idea what shade of blue is that. And I saw a yarn with shiny, those shiny things that, and I thought it was so beautiful. And I looked at it and I sighed. Not that I needed. I just thought it was so beautiful. And I was like, if I was working. And I remember my husband walked all the way when I was waiting at the register, walked all the way to the back of the store and got that for me. And he brought it. And I did thought that was a very nice gesture, but I'm very, I keep my budget. And I said, no, but thank you. But I thought that was such a lovely thing, that kind of gesture. When somebody's down, I did have yarn, but I thought in my mind, I thought he thought that if he gave me that yarn, it would brighten up my day or my week. And I thought, you know, he drives me absolutely mad. And absolutely mad because he is like Scandinavian and Scottish and from a family that, you know, nobody smiles, everybody very quiet. And I come from a family that is loud, everybody talks, everybody joke, and we are loud. And that's such a different, and coming from different cultures too is very, but you know, I do, he drives me, I'm going to make this very clear, he drives me absolutely mad. But I think that the effort that he makes to go to work so I have the proper insurance to have the treatment and have a roof and everything, I think that's the kind of love. It's not, we are not very romantic. I hate flowers. I hate to receive flowers. Give me a pot of plant. Give me a plant, but don't give me flowers.
Give me something that will live, not something that
it's just weird. For me, if you give me flowers, it feels like this is dead. You just decapitated the plant. But I don't think it's romantic, but you know what I'm saying? And I had so many people come to me and say, why do you wake up early? Why do you make his lunch? And then one day I said, my mom, her first husband passed away 50-something years ago. She remembers everything he did for her and how happy he made her feel, you know? So I remember that she said he went to work and he didn't come back.
Oh, wow.
You know, he didn't come back. And to me, not just with my husband, but with my friends, I like to compliment people and let them know how important they are. I like to let them know how loved they are, you know? And I think that's important. And sometimes nowadays, everybody's so busy, everybody's working, everybody's running, everybody's doing, is on the phone, is something. And sometimes we forget to let people know and look people in the eye and let people know how loved and how precious they are to us. And then sometimes the person is gone and, you know, you miss that chance. And you will feel so bad when you miss that chance, or you were mad at your husband or your sister or your friend and you didn't call, you didn't came over, you didn't talk to that person, you didn't say how important that person was, and now that person is gone and in front of you is an empty vessel. That's how I see it. And then you can cry, but you cannot say how much it was important, you know. And I think, to me, the last couple months when I saw Linda taking care of her dad, that meant something to me, you know. She keeps, I'm gonna cry, people. I'm too emotional. I might be tired. How, to me, I thought that was the most precious thing. Somebody take the time. Nowadays, nobody take time. And she took time to be with her dad and to create memories, you know. And I'm not sure what's going on in the world, but I know there's a lot of natural disasters. And I think nobody's really safe 100%. You know, I am agoraphobic. I hide inside the house.
It's an illusion. It's just an illusion, actually.
You know, so if I could, and I think the loss of David hit me very hard. You know, I really like David. We talked about doing things for people with vision impairment, and we tried. And of course, he has his illnesses, and I had mine, and we never did. But you know, I felt like I could have done more to help him to achieve his goal. But I do understand that also my illness, you know, didn't help them.
I mean, it was such a shock when I read that David had passed away. I mean, I know he'd not been around YouTube for a while because I knew he wasn't well, but I didn't realize he was that ill. And it was just such a shock. And I was kind of, oh my word, you know, and he played an important part, I think, in a lot of our lives.
I met him at Yarn Geek in the 5 a.m. crew that always used to chat. That's where I met him. I mean,
I remember
and
that
that
he
was
told
the
me.
third person that I actually, conversed with, like we do on YouTube, that has passed away in the last 2 years.
Wow.
Isn't that shocking? You know, like how
Just
we
those
miss
who
that
died,
person.
keep each other in prayer. Then let me just read Granny's comment. She
Okay,
says, my
sorry.
husband sent me to the store for dessert while he was fixing his supper. I got home about 10 minutes later. He was gone. His fork was still in his supper. Oh, my sweetie. That is,
So
and
sad.
Cheryl shared with us that she was a nurse. But I just want to, when I was a nurse, she says, this man that I had made friends with in hospital for a month, when I had finished my shift, I went to visit him. He was breathing 4 breaths a minute and had a pulse rate of 14. 4 or 14. I called his wife. She came in, said, I love you, and he passed. Oh, Cheryl, that is precious to have staff like that.
And when the nurse rang me to tell me that my dad was dying, he was finding difficulty breathing. He was difficult in breathing because all his organs were shutting down. And she said, can you get in here in 5 minutes? And I said, no, I can't. I said, I'm still kind of 10, 15 minutes out. And she said, okay. And I said, I'll go and sit with your dad. And I said, when you go and sit with me dad, I said, tell him that Linda loves him.
Yeah.
So I got there and obviously he passed, and I saw the nurse, and the nurse came into me and she said, I held his hand, Linda. She said, and I looked at him and I said, George, Linda told me to tell you that she loves you. And he just took his last breath. I lost it, guys. I lost it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, I'm glad he wasn't on his own, that the nurse was with him. And I tell you what, guys, my Rick never, ever speeds on the motorway. He got on the motorway and he sped right down that motorway.
He drove like a Meatloaf song. Like that. He drove like a Meatloaf song.
And he drove me to the hospital. It was the kind of the opening. There's like a roundabout. So he'd not even stopped the car. The door was open. I was out. I literally ran to the lifts. The lift was there, which it never is. I got in the lift. Went straight to the ward. The nurse was there to let me in because you have to press the buzzer to be let into that ward. She opened the door for me. I ran. Hell for leather down to my dad's room. I knew he'd gone, guys. I knew he'd gone. But it was, and they came in and they took his hand out and let me hold his hand and whatever. And I lost it, And to this day, guys, I miss him so much. Friday. Was it Friday? Friday I had a total meltdown in bed. That's even before I got out of bed. I just from the heart him, Rick put his arms around me, and it was just such a difficult day for me, guys. And I still have them days, and I will do for a long time to come. But you know what? Helping me through this, sister helps me through this. Because she's going through exactly what I'm going through at the same time.
Now, isn't that in a way a blessing? I think that is in a way a blessing that you're there for each other and can relate.
Yeah, we can. And it kind of, it's all right talking to your friends about your dad or your mum that have passed away. But you don't get it.
Like talking to your sibling about.
You don't get it. Whereas I know I can talk to June and she gets it.
I think to talk to your YouTube friends is also good because we're a bit objective and we don't.
I'm not taking anything away from you guys on YouTube. I mean, you guys, especially Ursula and that, have got me through them 12 weeks. I visited my dad every single day. It was, you guys really helped me. I can't even begin to tell you how you got me through it, but you did.
Anyway, I'm going to head out of here. And I want to thank all the guests and all of you in the chat that came. So all around the crochet table we sit and we knit and we crochet and we
I've done
share
this,
our hearts.
Rosal. I've done this.
And we go away feeling better. I hope we all go away feeling a bit better. I love that.
My cat.
One Mississippi, two Mississippi, please, eh?
Oh, one Mississippi, two Mississippi.
Yeah, you better do your one Mississippi, two Mississippi, not just blink of an eye. I am not that fast.
My cat took my yarn. It is over there.
I stretched it all back again, and it took me so long to get it done because I'd left so much of my DNA in it. That's
Oh,
what those
Jen.
places were earlier on, me trying to undo my hair. Put me back down, put me back down.
Oh, nice.
Today. Enjoy being with all of you again.
Good to see you, Bonnie.
It's lovely to see you, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for having me today, Ursula.
Bye-bye.
Ursula, you don't have sound.
Ursula, you've got no sound.
No sound. No sound.
No
We
sound.
can't
Ursula.
hear you.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Okay,
Okay.
you're saying okay. Okay, I'm gonna
Just
try
no.
lip read. Go for it, Ursula. Something about her lips. You're gonna have to lip read.
I'm gonna go too.
And goodbye, everybody. Have a lovely day.
Bye, Ursula. Bye,
And
everybody.
now it's time
Thanks.
for us to end screen.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya. Square Squad.
Yep, Square Squad time. Wave
Square
good.
Squad time.